Hello, hello. It is I, Cheeze Louise, and today we're going to play some more Doki Doki Blue Skies, and I hope to at least get to the point where the game actually diverges and becomes different from the regular Doki Doki Literature Club. So let's just hop on in. Oh, this is not the right scene. Here we go. We're professional here. Alright, we're gonna load. We were talking to Monica. We just got through day two's poems, so let's do some more. More poems from our girls. Hang on, I'm gonna... Never mind. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Actually, Natsuki and I haven't shared yet. Uh-oh, I can feel a storm coming on. Yuri hesitantly approaches Natsuki, who isn't meeting her eyes. And considering Natsuki's poem for today, it's no wonder she doesn't want to share with Yuri. Judging by Monica and Sayori's anxious expressions, they seem to be thinking along the same lines as I am. I think when I ended last part, I made a comment that, like, not everyone shared. Natsuki and Yuri didn't share. Well, get this out of here. I can practically see Natsuki sweating pinballs. Sweating pinballs? I have never heard that expression before. Meanwhile, Yuri appears to be blissfully unaware of the situation. I had convinced Natsuki to reconcile with Yuri, but if she sees Natsuki's poem... Wait, Yuri didn't even show me her poem. So I didn't get to see hers either. Well, it's all over. So, Natsuki, if I may? Irk! Hmm? How about we do this tomorrow instead? I'm not feeling well. It's my time of the month. Wow, that wasn't in the original script. I can practically see Monica internally facepalming. That's the face of an internal facepalm right there. Natsuki must have forgotten that the club doesn't include all girls anymore. Is that so? Doesn't faze Yuri. I'm sorry, you must feel absolutely terrible if you can't even share your poem today. You don't need to apologize, it's not your fault. I can definitely share tomorrow. Well, even if you aren't well enough to share your own poems, would you like to see mine? I wrote it thinking of our argument the other day. I suppose I wanted to show you that I'm more open-minded than I may have appeared, as a way of repenting. I know it's not much, but hopefully this can contribute to a reconciliation between us. Imagine if if she showed this poem, but also Natsuki just shared her actual poem. Yeah, Natsuki would definitely be the smaller person in that situation. I mean, you still kind of are. Although we may have our disagreements, I would like to consider you a friend. And friends forgive each other. Aw, Yuri. Oh, sorry if that's presumptuous of me to say. No, it's not presumptuous of you to say that. Because I'd like to consider you a friend too. Let's follow that eye line. Okay, no. Oh, she's looking at Monica's, actually. So you can hand that over that poem, then. Wait, hang on. I just realized the logo for the game was not in a very nice looking spot, was it? But it is fixed now. With a shy smile, you're... What are you doing? Sorry, one of my screens is going nuts. It's going nuts! Alright, is that better? Okay, whatever. You do whatever you want, thing. Ignore me. Wait, no, don't. Come back! Oh, they left again. Nobody actually left. I'm just making a joke. With a shy smile, Yuri hands the sheet of paper in her hands over to Natsuki. She didn't even let me read it. As Natsuki reads the poem, her eyes widen. You're writing using rhythm and rhyme and stuff, like me? You could say that you convinced me to practice adding more lyricism to my poetry. Instead of just kind of writing whatever you feel like. Yeah. Natsuki looks at like she's speechless for once. But thanks, Yuri, it's awesome. There's really no need to thank me. Well, I'm really glad I got to know you. And I'll definitely have something that'll knock your socks off tomorrow. And I'll be looking forward to that. Yeah, Natsuki, you try your style. See what you can do. I mean, she'll still probably be like, is this your first attempt at this style? In her trying not to be condescending, but she still is anyway. Way. I do hope that you feel better tomorrow as well, so that you could share your work with me then. Haha, yeah, of course. That was a crisis and a half avoided. I can't remember how that played out in the original, but I'm pretty sure it was different. I'm really glad that Natsuki and Yuri worked things out, and it seems that Monika and Sayori feel the same way. Look at these happy girls. It's good to see everyone getting along. Now that we're all done sharing, though, I have something to discuss with you all. There's a great opportunity for expanding our club that's coming up. Alright, this is where Natsuki gets mad again. Is this about the festival? You could say that. Oh, do we really have to do something? It's only a few days. Still a few days, so it's not like we'll be able to come up with anything good. It's only in a few days. Ugh. Yes, that's something I'm concerned about as well. With such little time left to prepare, I doubt we'll be able to put together anything good enough to attract new members. Yeah, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves. Oh, don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Nothing more than a few decorations. I can design some pamphlets to hand out at the event, and Sayori made posters to put up around the school. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Events involve things happening. It reminds me of when I used to work at that gaming store, our district leader would always talk about, like, you know, he's trying to enforce, like, positive reinforcement with our employees, and that's good, but he'd always say, like, make sure to celebrate those wins, which is, you know, like, a win is when we, like, hit numbers that corporate said we should hit. They're not real actual personal victories. But, like, that always kind of meant nothing to me. Like, I understand positive reinforcement, but, like, quote-unquote, celebrate those wins, that doesn't mean anything. I asked him once, like, so when you tell me to celebrate those wins, what are you asking me to do? And he's just like, oh, well, just acknowledge with your employee that they did it. Like, that's not a celebration. You're asked celebrate a win tells me to actually do something, but you're not actually telling me to do anything. And I told him that. It's like, is there an actual thing that I do? And he's like, no, just that. Like, okay. I was pretty close to my way out by then, so I didn't really bother arguing with it. But, I mean, that had been a thing for a while. Celebrate those wins. God, I hate it. I hate it. Because it's a platitude. It's a platitude and a half is what it is. It means nothing. I keep looking to the right because that's where the stream is. So that's me looking at you, chat. Actually, yeah, that's the right location. You're down there. I mean, you're empty, but that's where you are. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to put on a poetry performance. A what? Monika? Everyone's going to choose one poem to recite out loud. For some reason, I looked at recite out loud, and my brain mashed them together, and I saw route. And I was like, don't talk about routes, Monika. That's too close to the fourth wall. Is the game a little bit quiet? I'll turn it up a little bit. I feel like it might be quiet. I don't know. It'd be nice if there was someone to tell me. Ah, well. Everyone's going to choose one poem to recite out loud. It doesn't have to be written by you, as long as you put your heart into the recitation. Although, of course, it'd be great if you could show off your own work. And the cool part is, we all do it together! Wait, I mean, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite their poems too. Yeah, I put up on the posters that say "Bring your own poems." It's gonna be so cool. So we're actually gonna get to see the festival in this game. It's gonna be awesome. Sayori pulls a poster out of her bag and holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? Don't tell me you started putting those posters up already? Boy, sometimes dyslexia just kicks in and I can't read anymore. Well, I did, and Sayori did too. Do you really think it's that bad an idea? Monica, you know how this plays out. Well, you didn't even ask us before you started advertising. We never agreed to stand up in front of a bunch of random people and perform our poems. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining performing in front of people. Boy, that must be nerve-wracking. Maybe if the number was bigger. Stop it. Stop it, Cheeze. Alright. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. Yes, let's please calm down and take a moment to think about it. I understand that you two haven't had much experience sharing your poems out loud. In fact, we all haven't done that much. But I still think we should try our best. Do my best. Look around. It's a classroom. Monica motions to all of us. We're all here because we have a passion for literature and this club. Sure. Don't you want to share that passion with other people to inspire them to pursue their inner writer? Yeah! It's all about exploring yourself and trying new things, all while having fun! I like fun. Monica and I nod our heads in agreement. Natsuki and Yuri, on the other hand, remain silent. Guess that means it's my turn to say something. I mean, I don't think it's that much to ask. As Monica said, we're all here because... supposed to be an apostrophe here. Because we care about the club. Because it's an abbreviation of because. And we want to see it flourish. And if all that means is a 2-minute poetry performance, then I think if we can manage. 2 minutes is kind of a long poem. Sayori and Monica's faces light up as I finish speaking. Hey, it isn't like we don't care about the club. It's just... do we really have to perform? You know how hard it is to get new members. It's because people are just narrow-minded jerks. They don't even give literature a chance. They don't let it Doki Doki their Kokoro. Who's to say the festival will be any different? I'm inclined to agree with Natsuki. I'm sorry, Monica. I know how much you want to do this, but I just can't imagine performing in front of a crowd of strangers. I hate performing in front of a crowd of strangers. Hi, Twitch. Hi, YouTube. Well, at least Yuri and Natsuki have proven they can agree on something. Monica sighs, her eyes close as she rubs her temples. It's okay, Monica. You got this. Look, guys, I know you're anxious. I understand that. I really do. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit nervous myself. After all, it's my club, so people are going to judge me the most if our performance doesn't go well. Natsuki, if it makes you feel any better, a few of my friends will be coming along. They're lovely people. They won't judge you for your taste. Yeah, we'll have Emmy and the other girl that hasn't showed up yet. I've known them for a few years, trust me. Natsuki huffs, and she puffs, and she turns away. She doesn't look particularly convinced. And Yuri, I know it's scary. It's a scary thought, but I've thought of a way to ease you into it. Why don't we start by practicing our poems to each other in the club? No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to recite it in front of strangers? Well, I mean, they don't want to do that. But... Monica, there's got to be something else we can do. Yuri nods vigorously. Vigorous nodding. It's hard to imagine Yuri doing that. Anxiety written all over her face. But guys... No, Sayori, it's okay. If you guys really think we can do better than a poetry performance, then I'll gladly go along with an alternative. So any ideas? An awkward silence fills the room. Sorry, BGM's really catchy. We all glance at each other anxiously before Sayori finally speaks up. Ooh, we could... Sayori stops and thinks to herself for a moment. You didn't have a thought before you started talking, did you? Wait, no, never mind. That wouldn't work. Oh, okay, she had second thoughts, that's all. Once again, the room falls silent. Well then, I guess we can't come up with something different after all. It's outside of your programming, you Philistines. Be nice, Monica. Monica laughs, attempting to ease the tension in the room. I know you guys might not be the most on board with this idea, but I think it's our best option. Please, guys, please, for Monica. You all love Monica. Can you stop pressuring us? I mean, she's very politely pressuring you. I'm honestly surprised that Natsuki's putting up such resistance. I knew she was a little hot-headed, but even still. I'm not... Stay on screen, Monica. I'm not pressuring you, Natsuki. Both of them have raised their voice. Yuri looks a little startled, and Sayori looks anxious to intervene. Why, guys, please, there's no need to get angry. Can't we just discuss this normally? Monica reflects on Sayori's words, looking a little ashamed of her outburst. Look, Monica, you have emotions. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to raise my voice. It's just, this festival is important to me, that's all. Ever since I created this club, I've always wanted to show other people. Natsuki, Yuri, I imagine you were both a little apprehensive when Cheeze joined, right? After all, he was an unfamiliar face. She smiles warmly at me. Look at that smile. But look, he's integrating very well. That's a very scientific word to use. She faces Natsuki. I mean, you two bonded over manga, right? He asked you for recommendations, and from what I could gather, you both share a common interest. Hey, it's not like we bonded or anything, Baka. It's just nice to find someone else who likes manga, that's all. Oh, I see. We're not bonded then, Natsuki. I'll just go switch to Sayori's route. She shoots a look at Yuri. Ahaha, of course. How silly of me to forget. Anyway, maybe some of these new members might also be manga enthusiasts, who knows? I mean, that's actually how you sell the club, right? That's how you get people interested. But then you force the manga readers to read novels as well. That's your in, Monica. Use the manga. Surely you like being able to share your passion with other people, right? Natsuki shrugs half-heartedly. No, I only like Cheeze. I mean, I don't even like Cheeze. I mean, I suppose that's cool, yeah. Monica beams. See, that's exactly my mentality. Wanting to share the things you like with new people. Yeah, I know that. It's just... Are there really no other ideas? Remember, poetry performances are a pretty big part of this club. We want to show... they are now, apparently. We want to show people what our meetings are really like. As of now. If we just gave out posters or showed them our poems in writing only, it wouldn't really be a fair reflection. Seeing that there's no real way she's going to win this, Natsuki sits back and grumbles something under her breath. So what do you think, guys? For me? For us? Ugh, fine. I still don't think this is a good idea, but fine. I'll do it. Just stop guilt-tripping us. Phew. I mean, she's not really guilt-tripping. She has valid reasons. I mean, within the context of... Monica, you're playing your part well. Good job. I applaud your performance. You've been a good sport this playthrough. Thanks, Natsuki. And you, Yuri? Yuri, it's so weird because there's obviously like a level of meta in this game. Because Monica still has to be aware of everything. But like, we're still engrossed in the story even though it's within its own context. The story is fictional, but we still enjoy it. I mean, that's why we download mods. Yuri nervously glances at each of our expectant faces. But Monica, what if people start being inconsiderate and disturb us or laugh? I don't think they would do that. Hang on. Let me check Twitter and see if anyone cares about me. No, they don't. They still don't. They never will. But Monica, what if people... Oh, I already read that. I'm not surprised Yuri's worried about this. Oh, don't you worry. If anyone steps out of line, I'll put a swift stop to that. My finger is on the delete button. She has a stern glint in her eyes, and I have to repress a shiver. I'm glad she is with us. Yeah, it sucks being against Monica, doesn't it? I would know. Yuri looks somewhat relieved, but it's clear she's still worried. She swallows and nods. Hang on, hydration check. I'm all over the place right now, aren't I? Boy, I'm always curious how my body's going to react when I start drinking water. It does weird things, you know? I'm just hydrophobic, I guess. Yuri looks somewhat relieved, but it's clear she's still worried. She swallows and nods. I suppose I don't really have a choice, do I? I shake my head. Okay, I'll do it. Yay, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Don't say these things, Yuri. I know you do great, Yuri. Just trust me. But anyway, let's move back into the main event. Oh yeah, by the way, Doki Doki Literature Club spoilers. If you're watching, expect spoilers of the regular game. It's way too late to mention that. Oh well, it's live stream. People like hop in midway anyway, so it doesn't matter. While we have time, I want each of you to choose a poem of yours to practice reciting in front of each other. Yuri and Natsuki exchange uneasy glances, but don't say anything. I mean, we're just gonna ignore Natsuki's whole "I can't share a poem today" thing, right? I guess. Don't worry, I'll go first if everyone feels a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Haha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook, searching for a specific poem. Here we are. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Is that an actual poem that exists in the world? Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Her eyes move across the page in sync with her lips. Every word has the perfect amount of emotion put behind it, making the poem almost come to life. Her inflection is extraordinary. I'm impressed, and judging by a quick glance around me, so is everyone else. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Even Natsuki's once sour attitude is replaced by awe. Even Monica... I'm actually gonna look that up. Let's see, what was it? The Way They Fly. Yeah. Oh, it looks like it's not a real poem. Okay. Clicking wrong buttons. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The recitation. I just think of like a recitation as like a class, you know? You go to a class and it's a review. But I guess that's the same word. Four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? Yep! Sayori jumps up from her chair and takes Monica's place at the front of the room. This poem is called, how'd you do it so easily, Monica? Well, try to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting to yourself. Like no one's watching. Like the viewer count is 0. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. Oh, I think I get it. Sayori nods to herself. Anyway, this poem's called My Meadow. Sayori begins reciting her poem. It seems as if her soft voice is a perfect match. As for the poem itself, it has a similar tone when compared to her other ones. It's peaceful yet somber at the same time. Bittersweet, you could call it. Hearing the poem in Sayori's voice almost gives me an entirely new meaning. I think this is what Sayori means when she says she likes my poem. It's like seeing a whole new side of someone you thought you knew. Will you stop blinking over there, other program? Stop it. Stop. I'll just turn that screen off. I'll do it. I did it! Yep, good job. Sayori beams as she walks back to her seat. So, who'd like to go next? Natsuki, Yuri, and I all look at each other nervously. I open my mouth, but Yuri beats me to the punch. Ow! Really, Yuri? A dead arm? Charlie horse? I'll go. Nice, thanks for showing initiative, Yuri. Yes. Yuri rushes over to the podium, clutching a sheet of paper in her hands. This poem is called... Yuri freezes as she looks up at us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. You would pick a poem like that. Yuri begins to recite her poem. Stop, Cheeze. Don't be down on Yuri. She's a good girl. Don't make fun of her. Her voice is shaky at first, but the more she reads, the more confident she becomes. It's similar to what happens when she gets absorbed in her books. The shy and apprehensive Yuri I'm used to is replaced by a fierce and confident woman. The poem itself is like a maze. In its structure, it twists and turns with every line. But Yuri is unfazed and enunciates it. What? I couldn't enunciate the word enunciate. And enunciates each word with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into her reality and into a Slim Jim. Glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. Monica is the first to start applauding. Sheepishly, I follow along. Soon the clubroom is filled with the sound of applause. Yuri ducks her head in embarrassment, a shy smile creeping over her face. Yuri, that was really good. Like I said, you don't have anything to worry about. Thank you for sharing. Thanks. Guess Yuri's done for the day. So who'd like to go next? Natsuki? You still have that time of the month excuse, Natsuki. Oh, hello. I'm going to start using names now instead of just calling you all chat. Candleov? Wait. Candle Cove. I can read. I'm good at reading. Hello, Candle Cove. Why should I go before Cheeze? It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Well, then you don't want to be the grand finale, do you? Might as well let Cheeze lower everyone's standards before I go. Oh, thanks, Natsuki. Natsuki! Monica hastens to chastise her, shooting me a sympathetic look. That was kind of rude, don't you think? You should apologize to Cheeze. Now I get it, that's our thing. That's how we do, right, Natsuki? Natsuki's face turns red as the girls all turn to look at her. I decide to spare Natsuki from the embarrassment. Hey, it's really no big deal. NBD, NBD. I'll end up going at some point anyway. Might as well do it now. Thing is, I don't have much of a selection to choose from. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Oh, don't you hate it when people look at you? Stop looking, chat. Oh, I'm just kidding. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly... I already read that. I take a deep breath. In my head, I repeat to myself the advice Monica gave to Sayori. Try to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting it to yourself, like your viewer count is 0. Alone. My house is the first thing that comes to mind when I think of being alone. The scene rapidly develops in my head, like I'm recalling a recent memory. Are we getting a flashback? I'm sitting alone in my desk. Dim light hanging from the ceiling gives warmth to the room with a BGM cutout. In front of me is a poem that I just finished. The ink from my pen still fresh on the page. Well, this is definitely new. This is not in the original DDLC. I pick up the notebook and begin reciting it out loud. While I'm not the most confident in it, I still try to put energy into it. Do I get to see the actual poem? I can almost hear my voice echoing off my bedroom walls. Knocking on the chamber door. Wait, what? As I finished, I didn't get to read it. The sound of applause pulls me out of my daydream. I'm back in the club, standing in the podium while the girls politely applaud my performance. That was good, Cheeze! I guess. For a second, I thought it was Monica saying, I guess. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. I don't think it's your writing abilities, or rather your lack of confidence that weighs you down. That's something that'll improve over time, so don't worry. Blah, 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 my mouth stopped working. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. As she says this, Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... It's called... Stop looking at me! But you're presenting. You don't have to stare into my soul, though. Which part's your soul? Is this part your soul? Is that your soul? Is that your soul? She takes a moment to compose herself. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Okay, that sounds like a Natsuki poem. She takes breath. While her voice is unenthusiastic, the poem has a surprising amount of energy to it. The rhymes tie into each other seamlessly, creating a flow that moves the poem along at a brisk pace. Words seem to bounce up and down with the rhythm, seemingly making the poem come to life. It's Natsuki's signature style, and it works exceptionally well when read out loud. She quickly finishes and huffs as she makes her way back to her seat while we applaud her. Chat, applaud for Natsuki. Come on. Chat, clap! No, okay, fine. That wasn't so bad, was it? She stares at her poem blankly for a second before replying. Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, I mean, the whole point is you're gonna do it again. Well, that's what we're gonna be doing at the festival, so... Do you at least feel confident enough to do it in front of a crowd? I guess. Not like there's any other choice. I guess it'll be easier than doing it in front of other people. Or, it'll be easier to... Oh, whatever. I threw a than in there for some reason. I can just put on whatever face I want with strangers. I don't care about what they think of me. So this is how you act when you do care what we think of you, Natsuki. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. I still hate the idea that we have to perform. I mean, you can opt out and the rest of us can do it, I guess. She mutters that last sentence under her breath. The others probably didn't even hear it. Only me, with my super Cheeze Laweez hearing. I knew Natsuki was stubborn, but this is a whole other level. However, it does look like she's going along with the idea of performing for the festival. At least for now, since she's basically outvoted, and can't come up with another idea anyway. By the way, I don't think I mentioned it. This is part 2 of the game. My part 1 stream is on YouTube. It's not on Twitch, so if you want to watch it, go to YouTube. But not right now. You're watching me. You're watching me here. I mean, you didn't really miss anything. It was just kind of the first part of Doki Doki Literature Club, but with some different dialogue. Like right now. But we'll get to new stuff soon, I'm sure. Really, that's a surprise. For me, it's the other way around. Having all those people looking at you, judging you, snacking on you. Why? I don't like to think about it. Why? I can relate to that, Yuri murmurs quietly. Well, you see, the thing is that Natsuki's an extrovert and you two are introverts. Wait, is Natsuki an extrovert? No, she's not, is she? She's a tsundere, obviously, but she is not very outgoing. The thought of so many eyes observing your every move all at once. I hate that. Hey, look what I can do. Whee! She trails off, shaking her head. Oh, hey, shaking my head. Well, that's just how it is, so... Natsuki sighs in frustration. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. Speaking of which, I want to thank you all for performing. All right, we're almost at the weekend scene, and then we'll be at new stuff, and we won't gently open any doors. No doors will be opened gently, ever. I won't do it. It might be difficult, but now that we have a general idea of what it'll be like, we'll be able to prepare ourselves. Make sure you pick a poem and show it to me by tomorrow, okay? I'll need to know so I can make the pamphlets over the weekend. I should probably find out a different poem to recite. I know you'd prefer if we used our own poetry, but I'm probably going to pick a poem from a poet I like or something. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, Cheeze. For a second, I thought her sprite turned at me, and I was ready to be spooked. But I wasn't spooked because it didn't happen. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. Low expectations, huh? More like any effort put in makes me happy in general. Monika smiles at me, then turns the smile to everyone else. That goes for everyone here. Thanks for going along with these last-minute plans. Anyway, I like to think... I like what? I think that about does it for today. Let's still try and write poems for tomorrow, okay? You know, Chad, do you ever do it where you're saying something, but you start thinking about something else, and then you come back to what you're saying, and you're not sure if you started thinking you're saying your thoughts or if you actually finished what you were saying? Because I definitely started thinking about something else midway through that, and I don't know if it came out of my mouth or not. I know the festival's coming up, but it's been working out nicely the past few days, and I'd like it to continue. Tomorrow we'll finalize who's doing what for the festival, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Remember, we have till Monday. It'll be so much fun. I can't wait. Hang on. Let's get some water going. Now my head is out of whack. I'm gonna go for another cough drop. It's not bad to eat too many cough drops, right? It's not like you can't overdose on cough drops, right? That would be unfortunate. Because that's what I'm doing. We all stand up, packing away our things. However, Monika's voice stops us. Oh, and guys? Get out of my throat, you frog. So, sorry, I ate a frog before stream. We ferrets do that, you know. She pauses, twirling a strand of her hair in her hand. This club truly does mean so much to me, and I really appreciate what you're willing to do for it. Is that Monika trying to speak to me directly? You guys are the best. Oh, that was directed at everyone. In typical fashion, Natsuki just rolls her eyes. Yuri smiles timidly, while Sayori, wears a hearty smile. Let's just get it over with. I hope we don't regret this. Natsuki, you're making it hard to Doki Doki for you right now. That's okay, Monika. Nothing to thank us for. We really appreciate what you've made for us. I can't help but catch Yuri muttering under her breath after she says this. I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, I love it here. We'll get to spread this cozy little place to other people. Yeah, it's all good, Monika. It's all good in the hood. Alright. I stand up and grab my bag. While I'm certainly not as enthusiastic as Monika or Sayori about the festival, I can pull that little daydream stunt again. I think I'll be alright. Or if I can, blah. It's for the sake of the club. For the good of the mission. Not to mention impressing the girls. Once I'm fully packed up, I walk over to Sayori. Ready to go? Or that's me. Ready to go? Yep. Jeez, don't you ever get tired of always walking home with Cheeze, Sayori? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, don't mind her. You guys are more adorable than anything. Well, don't give Sayori too many ideas, Monika, because we're still on Natsuki route. Hey, no need to make such a big deal about it. She's just my bestie. My bestie for resty. Must be a little nice, though. Yeah, I guess. Jeez. Let's just go already, Sayori. They're all judging us, thinking we're dating. We're not dating. Stop it. Stop, guys. The two of us begin the walk home. A lot has changed in the past few days. Sorry, I got distracted. Lost in thought, I don't even notice how quiet Sayori is being until we're almost back home. There's a lot going on in the club now, huh? But you're thinking about all your new vice president duties, and you'll have to deal with when the club grows bigger. ... Yeah. Anything specific on your mind? Not really. I wasn't thinking any Doki Dokis about you. Sorry, did you want to talk? I mean, we don't have to if you're thinking about stuff. No, it's nice talking to you. I was thinking about something from earlier. It's nice that we, Sayori, do you need more head pats? No, not the head pats! No! Cheeze, why you do this? Never mind, it's nothing. Heh. You're sounding a little like Yuri right now. Haha. Huh? Oh yeah. Well, I just have a question for you, Cheeze. What's up? Sayori clears her throat before speaking. So, let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Yes? Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I don't Doki Doki about Natsuki like that. Never. Don't look at the YouTube thumbnail. I would never do that. Okay. I'm pretty sure this doesn't matter. And when Sayori is still probably depressed in this game, I'm gonna feel bad, but I would walk home with Natsuki. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought make my heart doki doki? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? I guess so, yeah. Haha, you admitted it. But that still has nothing to do with what I said. Now I'm the tsundere. I won't admit my feelings. Besides, what's the point about speculating about something that's never going to happen? I don't know. I just like to think about how different things could be. Why though? Even if I did walk with her, it's not like you'd be replaced or anything. Here, more head pats. No. We'd still be friends, right? Sayori looks distant. But walking together is all we have, Cheeze! I guess. Conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. Why would she ask a question like that? Why ever would she ask that? I can't comprehend. You know, I've been in situations like that, and I was not dense anime protagonist. I mean, I still didn't, do anything, but it's not hard to figure out. I don't know. Does walking home with me really mean that much to her? I mean, we haven't even been doing it lately, apparently. If it does, then I guess I shouldn't take it away from her. Sayori and I part ways without saying another word. I reach my house and open the door. Not gently, though. I roughly open that door. Very aggressively. I'm home. Oh, what do you say when you come home? Ikidasai! Is that it? Oh, I don't know my Japan. My Japanozo. ... No response. I'm alone, as usual. Oh no. Don't hit me with feels. Original content feels. I mumble that part to myself. Talking to myself as if I'm the protagonist of a manga or anime or game. Must be going stir crazy. Hey man, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't do that. Never. Mom's still out on her business trip. She's never home anymore. I miss her. That hurts. But I don't blame her for anything. It's hard enough providing for yourself, let alone a kid. I wouldn't know. Since I'm alone, I decided to make an instant meal for dinner. Digging through my cabinet, I find some old soup cans. Miso soup sounds good. I unwrap the packaging, pour in some water, place the meal in the microwave. While it cooks, my mind wanders back to the performance earlier. That daydream was so vivid, so realistic. Can I really pull that performance again? But this time in front of a crowd? It wasn't even that great in the first place. Just doing it in front of the girls was nerve-wracking. Stop with this dramatic music! It's not that serious. Guess I'm not really used to being around people again. Maybe that's it. Thinking about it, I guess I've been subconsciously isolating myself from people ever since the divorce. Before it even, in some cases. I wonder when I started shutting myself. Maybe that's part of why Sayori and I drifted apart over the past few years. It wasn't intentional or anything, it just happened. Yeah, drifting apart is usually like that. Oh, hello to... I can read. First to last, 1999. Hello. It's quite the username you've got. At least I don't think it was intentional. But I'm glad I got to reconnect with her in the literature club. Oh, it's going good. Playing Doki Doki Blue Skies. We're getting to the sad part, though. So, I'm starting to feel sad. How are you? It's given me something to do, something to look forward to that isn't an anime or video game. Don't know what that's like. Talking with the girls has made me feel more appreciated. It's a nice feeling. Something that's been missing from me ever since the divorce. Yeah, bring on the sad part. Let's go, chat. Maybe that's why Sayori likes walking home with me. It makes her feel appreciated. Sayori. The more I think about it, the more concerned I get for her I get. She said some pretty weird stuff, like implying that she would be sad if I walked home with someone else. But I guess people just have their off days. Maybe she's just changed a little bit over the years. Pretty normal, right? I definitely won't gently open her door. I would never do that. I'd like to think I'd be able to tell if something was up with her. Although, given our recent distance, I'm not so sure. Sure, we've started talking again, but there's a lot of lost time. Maybe that'll change. We'll go back to how it used to be. Yeah, walk it off, Sayori. Beep. I hope. Oh, that was the microwave. Look at them, Doki Doki. My cursor's gone. I can't move my cursor around them. Monica, your expression is still kind of spooky when you bounce. Not gonna lie. Oh, do I have to... Oh, I thought it was only 2 poems. Alright, well, let's save again. Because our saves won't get erased this time. Monica! Alright, so, we're writing for Natsuki still. So... Feather. Ah, dang it. Giggle. Boop. I think... Is Kiss Yuri? We'll go play. Ah, it's Sayori. Why? Death. Bouncy. Do-do-do. Spinning. Bubbles. After image. Doki Doki. Ribbon. Scarf. Hop. Oh, we're doing good on Natsuki right now. Oh, we're only halfway though. Still gotta focus on her. Anime. Fluffy. Dan. Sayori. Daydream. Sayori again. It's okay. Sayori can like my poem a little bit. It's just Natsuki has to like it more. Shiny. Color. Chat, do you want to pick a word? I'll let you pick word number 20 when we get there. Lily. Oh, that was Yuri. Oh, well. I listen to you anyway, chat. Do you want to pick another one? I'm thinking pink for Natsuki. What do you think? Kitty? Good choice. Alright, how about now? I'm thinking candy, maybe?
Candy, good choice. Alright, the final word. We are definitely on Natsuki, so it can be whatever you want. Unless Suicide's on this page. Suicide is not on this page. We don't pick Suicide. Ever. Manga. There we go. Thank you, chat. Aw, man. I'm the last one here, practicing piano. What happens if you pick Suicide? I think Sayori's the one that likes that word. But I just don't like picking it, because this is Doki Doki Literature Club, and we don't like Suicide here. Although I think if you're on Act 2, in the original game, I think something spooky happens if you click Suicide. I'm not sure. Oh, don't worry about it. Everyone's late from time to time. Besides, you've been working hard, so I think you deserve some slack. I guess so. I'm usually pretty punctual, but I just lost track of time today. What made you forget the time? It's a funny story, actually. Acquired taste Suicide? Yeah, I hope that you don't acquire that taste. Don't acquire the taste of Suicide, kids. It's bad. It's a funny story, actually. I recently decided to learn how to play the piano, so I was practicing just now. That's one of my favorite bits about DDLC, is whenever piano is playing in the BGM, it means that Monika's watching. I'm not sure if that holds true in this one, though. Once you try it, you never go back. This is true. Just like meth. Not even once. Please and thank you. That's probably why I didn't notice the school bell going off. You can play the piano? Or, you can play the piano? That's quite impressive. I've always wanted to play an instrument myself. Haha, it's not as cool as you make it out to be. I've only been playing for a little while, so I've got a ways to go before I'm any good. You should pick up an instrument too, Yuri. I could definitely see you playing the violin. She looks more like a cello, or maybe a bassist. What do you call a cello player? A celloist? Celloist? Yeah, pretty much suits Yuri perfectly. The violin is a beautiful instrument. I'm partial to the sound of the flute as well. Flutes can be calm and elegant, just like you. Thank you. How's it like to play the piano? Well, you use both your hands. It's a really enjoyable instrument to play. Not to mention, I really love how it sounds. One moment, it can sound gentle and soothing. The next powerful and full of force. The piano is an instrument that I'm familiar with too. I think everyone knows a little bit of piano. You can at least play hot cross buns, right, chat? I can play hot cross buns. As long as you find C, that's all you need. Well, at least somewhat. My father had signed me up for piano lessons when I was younger. Oh, you failed piano class? Bah. Yeah, I quit band when I was in middle school. Though I wasn't playing piano, I was playing clarinet. Because my mom played clarinet. But I didn't like it. So I was in choir after that. Choir's fun. I like singing. Although I haven't been in a choir in a couple years. I miss it. He'd been playing it since high school and wanted to pass his passion down to me. Yeah, see, that doesn't always happen. Played the trombone for a bit. I quit the first time I had to get on stage. Oof. I feel ya. I had a friend who was he actually works in music now. He played the trumpet in the high school band. I was never envious of the brass players because you always gotta buzz your lips, gotta all day, every day. Feel like that'd get tiresome. Although on woodwinds you have to have a good embouchure to blow the wind properly. Considering that, you'd think I would hate the piano, but for some reason I find myself internally cheering for Monika. Maybe because it reminds me of my father in a way. That reminds me of another streamer that their chat has decided to start calling them Dad. I was thinking about calling Monika Dad. But I don't think I'll do that. First starting your own club from the ground up and now picking up piano on a whim? I doubt I'd be able to do that. Oh, don't say that. Anyone can do amazing things as long as they have a passion for it. They just don't always get the numbers they want. Cough. Oh, Cheeze, stop. Stop saying those things. It's never going to get better if you're always down on it. Which is why I think we're always going to do amazing, or we're all going to do amazing at the festival. Did I read that? Which is why we're all going to do, okay. It's going to be awesome! Oh, you're up on it now, Natsuki. That's good. Natsuki, weren't you just protesting the festival yesterday? Well, obviously I meant everything beside our part of the festival. I still don't like the idea of performing. Monica rolls her eyes. I would be spooked if Monica actually started rolling her eyes. Imagine just a couple very subtle sprite animations in this game, but they're all on Monica. Get spooked, y'all. I don't want to start this whole debate over again either. But I am looking forward to everything else. Wow, look at that smile. Look at that fang. Gotta love that fang. It's a whole day of school where you can just run around and eat till you burst. Oh, that was Natsuki saying that. Oh well, it's too late to go back now. I can see the eagerness in Natsuki's eyes. She must really like food. Kinda reminds me of a certain someone. Hugh Sayori? Speaking of which, where is Sayori? Okay, right. It's before the weekend. I gotta chill for a second, because like, oh god, Sayori's gone. Go to her house, roughly open the door. Help her. Okay, we're fine. That's not gonna happen in this game. Is there anyone who doesn't like food? Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. He doesn't like food. He subsists on water. Sayori, sitting at a desk in the back room, staring out the window. Oh, there's Sayori. I walk over to her. As I do, I hear the girls continue to converse behind me. Something about squid? Ah, they're making the Mon Ika joke. Water is a food? I'm not sure if that is technically correct or not. But sure. Speaking of water, let's go. Ah, now my water bottle is empty. Did you enjoy me twitching around while I drank water? Okay, back to business. Hey, Sayori. I waved my hand in front of her face. Hello? Eh? You're spacing out again. Ah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can talk to everyone else. No, Sayori, you're important to me. Talk to me. You loved it? Thank you, chat. Huh. Are you okay? She forces a smile. It's not very convincing. Look, she would be depressed whether I said I'd walk home with Natsuki or not. Alright? She just gets this way. It's not my fault! I'm sorry, Sayori! Anyway, she forced a smile. It's not very convincing. Of course I am, silly. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know, you just seem a bit off today. Maybe I'm wrong, but my mind wanders back to what she asked me as we were walking home together. You worry too much, Cheeze. I'm fine, seriously. She shows me another smile, much bigger and more genuine. While it seems much more Sayori-like, there's still something inside me that makes me feel like something else. You need some head pets, Sayori. No. Sayori must have noticed, as she hastens to explain. I'll tell you if you just stop patting my head. No dice. Ah. To tell the truth, I didn't... Oh, I'm missing my head pets. I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm really tired, so... Sorry if I'm a little cranky, aha. Seriously though, I'm probably not much fun to hang around with right now. Will head pets make you feel better? Because that's what I'm doing. Why don't you spend some time with the others? I might try and have a little nap. Sure, okay. Just, know that if there's anything bothering you, you can talk to me, okay? Would you stop? Would you stop this? Okay. I'd hate to see you suffering in silence. She nods. Suffering might be a little strong of a word. It's more like utter misery. Well, you know what I mean. Sayori nods again, then shoos me away. As I wander off to talk to Monica, that feeling of uneasiness isn't going away. Maybe that's just how Sayori is these days. Sayori, feel better, please. I mean, it's been a few years since we properly hung out together. Maybe she's changed. Monica, how could you see this girl in this condition and you move her slider up? I'm still mad about that. Monica, you know what you did. Don't do it again. I will hate you forever. Wait, I already said I forgave her, though. Well, don't do it or I'll hate you again. Deep down, I know that isn't the reason. Still, maybe Monica knows more than I do. After all, she's the president, right? Monica did nothing wrong. No. Okay, I'll accept that Monica is best girl. I mean, I don't agree, but you cannot say Monica did nothing wrong. That's like the Homura did nothing wrong meme from Monica Magica. Of course Homura did things wrong. The term is just Monica, actually. After all, she's the president, right? I timidly approach her. She's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hi, Monica. I'm sorry I yelled at you just now. How are you doing? Cheeze, what's up? I decided to just jump in. There's no point in beating around the bush. Hey, so, you're not gonna move Sayori's sliders, are you? Have you noticed anything wrong with Sayori recently? Wrong? What do you mean? I don't know. It's just she's a little downcast today. So you don't have any idea why she might be feeling off? Like, have you seen her act this way before? No, I can't say I've ever seen her like this before. Yeah, she said she's just feeling tired because she didn't get much sleep. But to be honest, I'm not buying it. She's normally upbeat and cheerful. Her behavior has been so uncharacteristic. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Wait, didn't she say she was going to try and nap? Maybe there is something on her mind. Or, that's Monica. Maybe there is something on her mind. My question, though, is why you're asking me, Cheeze? I already talked to her. I tried. You've certainly known her longer than I have. Yeah, well, you spent more time with her around her recently than I have with this club and all. I guess so. Wow, this is a cute face Monica's making. You can't stay mad at that face. Until she kills someone, then you can. But everyone's alive right now, so it's cute. But I've never seen her dismiss me. Or, that's me. No, I will be mad at Monica if someone dies. I will. Maybe she didn't exactly dismiss me. Or, that's still not Monica talking. But it felt like she just wanted me gone. Now I only want you gone. Sorry, I'm just concerned for her, you know? Maybe it's just best to give her some space. Even when she's wrong, she's right. Alright, you just love Monica a little too much there, chat. A little too much. But I know how you feel, because if you started trashing on Natsuki, I would be defending her right away. Only I can trash on Natsuki. Just want to ask if you knew anything, that's all. No. I appreciate you coming to me. It's really sweet how concerned you are for her. Yeah, look how much I care, Monica. Don't mess it up. After all, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. Are you, though? And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Natsuki's not even more trashing. Chat! I can kick you. I can. I can do it. I won't, but I can. How dare you belittle Natsuki in such a way? She's already little. She doesn't need to be littlered by you. I'm so distractible. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure that's a good idea? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Her stature matches her worth. Her worth in my heart, which she is like 20 times the size of my heart. So she fills it. Haha. Gotcha. She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Alright. Let's just agree to trash on Yuri, okay? Let's trash on Yuri and not Natsuki or Monica. And definitely not Sayori. You can't trash on Sayori. That's actually against the rules. Are you sure? I know you've known Sayori for longer than I have, so perhaps you're right. Still, it's worth a try. I also have to talk to her about what she wants to do for the festival anyway. Oh, alright, fair enough. I just hope she's more receptive to you than she was with me. Monica pauses, studying my worried facial expression. The warmth on her face, on her smile, reflects in her eyes. You really care about her, don't you? Yes, I do, Monica. From what I can gather, you've been friends for a while. Well, you know. Yeah, we've been childhood friends for as long as I can remember. Although before I joined the club, we've been drifting a lot. I hate thinking that she's been like this before without me around to help her. I mean, Cheeze, you're going to have to accept that you're not her knight in shining armor. You can't single-handedly fix her depression. But I am going to try my darndest anyway. Unless it involves not going Natsuki route. Hey, I know it's hard, Cheeze, but it's never easy seeing a friend suffer. For what it's worth, she's lucky to have someone so thoughtful looking out for her. Don't blame yourself for it. You can't always be there for everyone. I know she's right, but the feeling of guilt still resides. I understand that feeling. Yeah, I guess. Hey, she's been a lot happier since you joined the club, you know? Huh, really? So you're saying she's usually down? That's not good. Yep, she told me she was kind of surprised at first, as she didn't expect you to want to join. But once she's got over that, she enjoyed having you around. Anyway, I know it's hard seeing her like this. I'll talk to her, see what I can do, okay? She'll be fine. Don't you worry. I like this hand. I don't know, there's something about that pose. Very Monica. I sure hope so. Let's just hope you're right, Monica. Thank you for everything, by the way. You've been a big help. Haha, you're too kind, Cheeze. Nothing to thank me for. Monica, I'm sorry I yelled at you so much. I want to be your friend too. Come back, talk to me later. She stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But don't gently open the door. Please. But she's keeping her voice so quiet. I sigh and sit myself down. Sit down, servant. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Sorry, that just... Whenever I read that's impossible, I always think of Star Wars, and when Luke is yelling, that's not true! That's impossible! Yeah. I won't do it again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica to talk to her. Hey, you. Eh? I look up to see Natsuki standing next to me. Well, don't just sit there. We don't have much time today. Oh, my bad. Do what one more time? Oh. Are you sure? Or are you just trolling me? I feel like it probably peaks the mic, but I can't really tell from this side. Alright, it's your last chance to take it back. Alright, I'm gonna do it. That's not true! That's impossible! I can't see that emoji. That's like a winking mask. Okay, sorry. Back to Natsuki. I didn't mean to worry you. It's not like I'm worried or anything, Baka. It's just... Natsuki glances at her hands. Her tiny, tiny hands. She's holding the third volume. Oh, right, that. I'm sorry, something just came up recently. We can get started now if you'd like. Cheeze! It's Cheeze, actually. If something's bothering you, you can just tell me to go away, you know? Well, I don't want to dismiss you, Natsuki. I'm just distracted. Assuming you don't want to talk about it. Natsuki wants to talk about my feelings. We're in, boys. We get it. We got the route. She mumbles that last part, so I might have heard it. Now that she's on screen, you change your mind. Yeah, Natsuki's pretty adorable. Or is your favorite girl just whoever's on screen at the moment? Is that how you are, chat? Are you that flighty? She mumbles the last part, so I might have heard it. Nah, it's okay. It's not really that big of a deal. I don't have feelings that I need to talk about. See, Cheeze, that's part of the problem. Sayori's not talking about her feelings, and you're not talking about your feelings either. I'm just a bit concerned about Sayori, is all. Sayori? Bah. Yeah, she seems distant today. I don't know. She says she's just tired, but there's something in the back of my mind telling me it's more than that. Natsuki takes a moment to reflect on what I just said. I think you're just being paranoid, Cheeze. She doesn't want to tell you why she's why she's feeling down. It's probably nothing really important. For some reason I thought why was italicized, and I went back to reread it, but then I realized it wasn't italicized. So I'm mostly just stupid. She's your best friend, so I think she'd come to you first if anything happened. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe I'm just paranoid. I guess you get that way when you've known someone for as long as I've known Sayori. You've been friends for a while, right? Yep, as long as I can remember. You must really care about her. The expression on Natsuki's face is almost a bit jealous. Well, as my best friend, yeah. Excuse me. Got something in my throat here. I can see where this conversation is going and try to change subjects. I'm going to do the same thing Sayori did and try to make me pick between you and her. But, I mean, I would be picking Natsuki, but it'll still make me feel bad. Anyway, as you said, we don't have much time. Want to get started? Yeah, sure. Do we get the screen? Oh, no. We're not at the screen. ... Oh, I didn't... Oh, no CG for us. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the clubroom. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Oh, I can't wait to see the new poems! It's actually really exciting. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles reassuringly at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. We always go Natsuki first. Alright, let's see it. Well, you're certainly enthusiastic today, aren't you? Yeah, look at that smile. Look at that bang! Of course! You know, I like your writing. The difference between this and the original game. We're not going to gently open the door and bad things happen. Monica's not going to screw things up this time. And actually, once we reach that point in the game, we're going to get some completely new content. But for right now, it's just kind of going over the same scenes with some slightly different dialogue. Which is slightly annoying, but it's still entertaining, for me at least. You know I like your writing. Aw, thanks. Oh, shut up, Baka. Natsuki playfully punches my arm. Not like Yuri, who gave me a Charlie horse earlier. God. She didn't actually do that. I did... It did take you a while to admit that, didn't it? Admit what? That you like my writing? Well, of course! I never admit to liking anything. I've never admitted to liking anything in my life! Except for just now, but it doesn't count. I had to put you in your place first. Step on me, Natsuki. If I told you you're good right off the bat, you would have gotten cocky. It's not like I was shy or something stupid like that. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not the big tsundere energy at all. Or like jealous because of your writing skills. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. I feel bad for anybody that gets jealous. Haha. I agree, chat. Natsuki, best girl for sure, Z's. Natsuki. Yeah? You're not exactly the most confident in your writing, are you? No, and it definitely doesn't hurt my feelings when Yuri makes fun of it. Shut up. Hang on. I'm gonna make the screen a little bigger. I don't know why it's that small. I'm gonna make myself a little smaller. There we go. All good. I think I had it changed for light eat, but I changed it back. Or wait, no, I didn't use light eat with this setup. Oh well. It's fine. Wait. Readjust. touching invisible things. There we go. I don't actually know what's in this mod at the end of the day, though, so I do still have the viewer discretion advised. Can you make just the ears bigger? I could, but it would take more than a couple minutes. Natsuki doesn't say a word. I finally understand. Natsuki acts so arrogantly to hide her insecurities from other people. Yeah, big tsundere energy. If she's constantly says she's the best, people might just end up believing her. I mean, I definitely did. Cheeze, be completely honest. What? Do you like my poems? I do like your poems. I know a lot of Let's Players and streamers make fun of them. I like your poems, Natsuki. I'm not just saying that because you're best girl. I like them. You made me nervous. Natsuki, of course I do. I already told you, your poems are my inspiration. I wouldn't go that far, but I like them. I look up to you as a writer. ... Thank you. I needed to hear that. Yeah, ego boosts all around. Let's go. It's just that people never take me seriously, you know? Yeah, it's because you're adorable. All they ever say is that I'm cute or childish. Yeah. To be honest though, Natsuki had the best poems in the base game. I agree. Well, I do like Sayori's and Monika's poems, but I do think I like Natsuki's the best. I don't really like Yuri's poems though. They're just too... They're beautiful nothings is what they are. And then in Act 2 they get scary. And I don't like those ones. Although Monika's are scary in Act 1. And Act 2. Monika's are scary. All they ever say is that I'm cute or childish. Well, you're adorable, so what do you want? Sometimes I don't want to be cute. That's fair. Yuri's were kind of garbage. I agree. I mean, they're not the worst poems ever. They're just, they don't mean anything. But nobody ever listens. I put a lot of effort into my writing, and it seems like you're the only one that truly appreciates it. Yuri just dismisses it because I'm not sophisticated enough for her. Natsuki realizes she might have said that a bit too loud and stops talking. Yeah, careful with the trash talk, Natsuki. Natsuki! I'm sorry that I treated you like that when I first met you. Like, I thought you were adorable, and I didn't want to touch your face or anything, Baka. Took a couple seconds to try to not think of anything weird, and then I said something weird anyway. Natsuki, more than Monika, more than Sayori, more than MC Kun's wordless, more than Yuri. That's a little harsh. I think Yuri's poems are a little bit better than our 20 random words. I had no idea how much you hated that, and I'm sorry. And yeah, people can be jerks, but I am still physically attracted to you, so... you're still cute, though. They quickly form impressions and don't give people a chance. It sucks. Oh, first impressions, right. I thought he was talking about our poems for a second. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. But you can't change people. You can only change your pants. You just gotta take them as they are. I know. It just makes me mad. No, Yuri's slightly more meaningful than our 20 random words. I like to trash on Yuri, but she's not that bad. Give her a break. Just makes me mad. Yeah, it is pretty stupid, I'll admit. Oh, that's me. Yeah, that is pretty stupid, I'll admit, but that's life. Yeah. Both sit in silence for a minute. You're so mean, chat. You say mean things. Well, moving on. Can I see your poem? You can't see it because you're on Twitch, but in my rules for YouTube, one of the chat rules is be nice. You're not being nice to Yuri. I'm just joking. I mean, you're not being nice to her, but still. I go to reach for Natsuki's poem, which is sitting on a nearby desk, but she grabs my wrist. Hey, I didn't ask for bodily contact yet. Embrace the hierarchical Natsuki, step over plebeian Yuri. But I don't want to step on Yuri. She'd probably enjoy it. No, I mean, It's not any good. Let me see the poem, Natsuki. Yours is probably better anyway. Natsuki, you know I also like your writing. I already said that like 5 times. Besides, you have high standards of yourself. If you say it's bad, then it's more likely just fine. It's more than likely. Okay, here. Alright, get ready for the... what's the whistle? Or, not the whistle. The instrument. Recorder. Get ready for the recorder. Just... Natsuki turns away from me. I don't want you to see my face right now. Alright. Alright, the original was I'll Be Your Beach. This is a recorder, right? And the xylophone. It reminds me, when I played Yoshi's Crafted World, it drove me nuts how much that game uses the recorder as like the melody instrument for like most of its songs. It doesn't sound good in that game. The soundtrack for Yoshi's Crafted World is so much worse than it could be. Stop using recorders. They're only good for like certain mood type things like this. You can't make it your primary instrument for your whole soundtrack. Doesn't work. Anyway, blue. It used to be that all my sight was filled with shades of black and white. Then one day I found someone, and somehow I could see all right. 1 or AABA. Okay. I felt so small and had no clue that everything could have such hue. But when you came and held my hand, I felt like you had changed my view. Alright, keeping the formula. A rainbow of colors sprouted out from the trust you showed me without a doubt. I messed up that intonation. My struggles before... Oh, I'm just going to restart the stanza. A rainbow of colors sprouted out from the trust you showed me without a doubt. My struggles before all faded away when I found what understanding is all about. AABA. Whenever I feel like I'm losing my way, and my will starts to shake and shiver and sway, I'll still stand and fight and look to the light, 'cause when I have you, I won't go astray. Sometimes the sunlight is hidden from view, and shadows will threaten to drown me anew. But I'll start to smile when we talk a while. Hey, I saw that. 'Cause when I'm with you, the skies are blue. Doki Doki Blue Skies! You did it, Natsuki! You get the Best Girl Award. You said the title of the game. Should we go back over this and analyze it more, or is one pass good? Solve C+ needs redraft, put the red X over the whole thing, and hand it back. Oh, wow. You're one of those teachers. No, I think it's fine. I don't have anything to change about it. Any screw-ups in rhythm was my fault, not the poems. But this is obviously her writing about her big Doki Doki feelings about me. I feel the same, Natsuki. But I'm sorry, chat. I'm gonna have to BRB you real quick. What are you doing, chat? What are you doing? Do you usually do that when someone's on a BRB screen? See, I only took 5 bottles. Stop it! Stop it. We're back. Anyway, good poem from Natsuki. Let's move along. Ah, that little eye open sideways glance at you. Natsuki. Natsuki. What's that look for? If you hate it, just say it. I won't get mad. I liked it, Natsuki. Calm down. What? No, I don't hate it. It was just unexpected. I'm not used to you being this nice to me. Don't say that. I'm never nice to you, Baka. Dummy. You know what the point... You know what the point of writing is? Expressing feelings you can't say out loud. I mean, not necessarily, but sure. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for not always getting the point. I do try. I'm just too MC Kun dense, so I can't comprehend when someone likes me. So I can't understand your poem. Thank you for showing this to me. I really like it. I mean, remember that I can think like this sometimes too. And I'm glad you like it. I am the pro after all. She's so cute. But she's not only cute, she's also deep and philosophical. But she's cute though. Natsuki's voice is soft and shaky, a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. You guys can't hear that microwave in the background, can you? No, it's not picking up. Good, good, good. There is no microwave. The microwave is a lie. I didn't say anything. The confidence in her voice whenever she's bragging is completely gone. Do you want this back? I have another poem for the others to say. She wrote that specifically for me. I think she does that in the original too, but it's still cute. I mean, it's been like 2 years since I played the original, so I don't remember everything. I guess I'll keep it. Okay. And I won't cut my finger with it and let your skin oil seep into my bloodstream. Oh, that still creeps me out that Yuri said that in the original DDLC. Big negative points for Yuri on that one. It's one of the most screwed up lines in the game. Natsuki avoids eye contact as I slip her poem into my bag. Yeah, big bro moment. Let's check on Sayori. It's good to see you taking poetry seriously, Cheeze. Yeah, truthfully, I wasn't really sure how much I'd like writing poems, but coming here made me realize how enjoyable it can be. You forgot about your skin oil seeping into bloodstream thing? Yeah. I envy you, because I wish I could forget about it. Ugh. It looks like you've really been influenced by Natsuki too. Oh, don't feel sad, Sayori. I'll be influenced by you next route. I promise. Eh, have I? Did you write this specifically for her? What? No, I didn't. I didn't even hand it to her like she handed hers to me. Oh. What gave you that impression? Never mind. It's a nice poem, by the way. Oh, she liked my other ones more. She's sad. She's sad that I like Natsuki. An awkward silence descends upon us. It's good to see you making friends, though. Yeah, you look real happy about it. Seeing you get closer to them, seeing you happy, it makes me happy, too. Oh, Sayori, don't do this. I know you're gonna do it, but please don't do it. I turn to look at her, but she's deliberately avoiding eye contact as she aimlessly fiddles with a pen in her hands. Words really don't match her demeanor. No sense in questioning it, though, as I already know what response would be. Gosh dang it, I thought too hard about Sayori, and my eyes teared up slightly, so it's hard to see. Okay, we're better now. How's your nap, by the way? Oh yeah, it was great. Really helped. I'm fully aware that she didn't nap at all, and the fact that she went along with the lie further confirms my suspicions that she has depression. I opened my mouth to call her out on it, but then stopped, remembering Natsuki's words. Baka, baka, baka. No, not those words. Gosh dang it, chat. Make up your mind. You're so goofy. I opened my mouth. Oh, wait. Natsuki's words. Maybe Natsuki was right. Perhaps I am just overreacting. Or maybe I should be concerned about my depressed friend slightly. You know, I can't help her, but I could convince her to see a psychiatrist, maybe. As she pointed out, Sayori is my best girl. My best girl? Gosh dang it. I do like the red bow, it's true. As she pointed out, Sayori is my best friend, not my best girl. My best friend, then again, it's not like we've really been acting like best friends over the past few years. There's clearly some distance between us, as much as I don't want to admit it. Chat, or MC knows. Are you gonna say Yuri's best girl when she's on screen? Are you gonna betray me like that, chat? Well, Monica will be on screen first, so we'll just have to wait and see. All I can do now is let her know that I'm here for her and respect her boundaries. I mean, that's a good approach. Sometimes you have to just work with the hand you've been dealt with. Work with the hand you've been dealt. Yes, I guess. Hey, Sayori, look, this might sound a bit weird, but I just want you to know that I'm here for you, no matter what's going on. I shouldn't have pried earlier, and I should have respected your privacy. It's just hard for me to sit back and do, well, it feels like nothing. It's okay. I appreciate your concern. Thank you. Anyway. I feel like these are the types of lines. You've never betrayed anyone in your life? Me neither, chat. What was I going to say? Monica told me she wanted to discuss our festival preparations after everyone was done sharing our poems. I feel like some of these lines are the ones that a real person wouldn't be able to say with a straight face. They would, like, start getting emotional. You know? Or, like, they would have to put up a front of, like, I am being dead serious with you right now. And, like, you know what I mean? Where, like, you have that certain tone where you're like, I'm doing my best to have a straight tone. Oh, thank you for the follow, Alexis, this cool bag. I thought I muted the notifications, though. Can you hear that? I can hear it, but I don't want to hear it. I just want to see it. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. Oh, you can't hear it? Good, it's muted, so only I can hear it. That's good. Because I feel like it's kind of disruptive, you know? But thank you. Thank you for the follows. Anyway, Monica told me... I already read that. So I should probably show you my poem now. Anyway, here it is. Okay. I remember when I first played Doki Doki Literature Club, the third poem really startled me. Like, I mean, there were hints of the depression before it, but it was kind of like, no. Alright, what do we got here? Fairy Tale, because this is a new one. This isn't... Or it might be the same as the original. It doesn't look like it, though. So far, Sayori's poems have been the same as in the original. But it's different now because she doesn't have as bad depression. We did it, boys! Monica's been defeated. Fairy Tale. In a kingdom far, far away, there was a castle. In the castle, there was a wish. The wish came to be long, long ago. She was made to be an angel. But I wasn't an angel. I was just a wish to make everyone happy. Uh-oh. I took on their burdens and did what I could. I kept safe their dreams, like a guardian should. The seeds from my effort then spread far and wide. I fed them the power I found deep inside. I almost spread powder. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at chat. Power found deep inside. People liked me when I made things right, but they got used to it and stopped believing so much. Uh-oh. I watched the children playing and felt sad. But I was happy, too. I really was. I totally lost the rhythm on this. But I was happy, too. I really was. It truly was enough to be the fairy godmother, the one everyone depended on and trusted. But time kept on passing as I gave my all. I had nothing left, and I couldn't stand tall. But I kept on going, as I'd always done. A soldier in battle with nowhere to run. Even wishes get tired too. Once everyone is happy, my job is done. Was done. But what came after? I could see darkness on the horizon. Quick, make it go away. She's losing the format. When everyone's big and bright, what more could anyone wish for? Nobody knew how long it would keep up. But they kept living happily, happily, happily ever after. Ew, gross. Cool Ranch Doritos are disgusting. They are a blight on this fine nation. How dare you say that? I always get like variety pack chips, and there's always at least a dud in one of them, and usually the dud is Cool Ranch Doritos. But sometimes the dud is like Funyuns. Unfollowed? No! I still don't like Cool Ranch though. I mean, it's not the grossest thing ever, but I would greatly prefer like almost any other chip. Nobody knew how long it would keep up, but they kept living happily, happily, happily ever after. So this one isn't quite as depressing as her regular poem, which I can't remember. Alright, we're done with Doritos. We're back to Sad Sayori. I mean, you guys can keep talking about Doritos if you want, I guess. I'm not the boss of you. So, what do you think? Wow, Sayori, I had no idea you could write like this. This is something else. Have the others seen this? No, not yet. You're the first one I've shown it to. What were you doing when I was talking to Natsuki? What an honor, eh? So, what's this one about? Is it about being depressed? About making other people happy, but losing your own happiness along the way? Yeah, Sayori probably would like Cool Ranch Doritos, but she would probably like almost any food that you put in front of her. From what I can gather, it's about someone who tries to keep everyone happy, right? She nods. And people liked that, but eventually they kinda got used to it. Don't take Sayori for granted. She is a national treasure. Look at that smile. That's my bestie right there. But that's okay. That's okay, because at least they were still happy, were they? And this person, the Kingdom's Wish, even she gets a little tired from time to time. But as long as everyone's happy, that's her job. Yeah, that's fair. We all get sad sometimes. It doesn't mean that you're going to be sad for the rest of your life. Sometimes you just need to let the sad come and go. But it's hard when you have actual depression, which, like, messes your brain into being sad all the time. Happy on the outside, beautiful on the inside. Aw, that's nice. She's happy when others are happy. That's the most important thing. I look back at the poem, trying to pick up on more subtle meanings. Does the poem show up in history? Doesn't look like it. Wait, no. Well, shucks. Can't even go back and analyze it. Just try being happy. You've clearly never had depression or met anyone with depression. But surely, I mean, I know you're just joking. And so am I. But surely the angel doesn't have to be alone. I can be your angel or your devil. People don't have to depend on her just to be happy. Or just her to be happy. Surely the angel could share the responsibility, right? I don't know, maybe I'm just looking into this too much. No, you got a good approach, MC-kun. I just feel kind of sorry for her. I blink. Am I seriously empathizing with a fictional angel? You know it's Sayori writing about herself, right? You're not that dense, MC-kun. Maybe I'm really getting into this poetry thing. Who would empathize with a fictional character? Who does that? Anyway, I love you, Sayori. Please don't do anything to hurt yourself. I'm glad my poems can get such a reaction out of you, Cheeze. I really put a lot of thought into this one last night, and you seem to pick up on it. So, is it a cry for help, or are you just expressing yourself? Yeah, I'm gay for Sayori. What about it? I don't quite simp, though. Simp's a little too far. raise your... No, never mind. I don't want to quote that meme. Big ups to Sayori. There. That's a better meme. Or a better quote. Anyway, Sayori. I'm quite clear how this poem relates to Sayori. Oh, so he's not quite that dense. I'm not going to have much luck questioning that, though. Okay, MC-kun, not as dense as lead. Slightly less dense than that. Good. He picked up on it. Our MC-kun is quite a bit smarter than the regular MC-kun from DDLC. So, we got that going for us. But he also has trauma. His parents are divorced, his mom's never home. He's always alone. We'll see how that plays into things later. Well, I hope that Angel finds happiness soon. Maybe she should share her burdens with other people. Maybe her best friend, named MC-kun. Oh no, Alex is a cool boy is alone! Don't worry, we're here with you. We're here with you. Just whenever you need to talk. That doesn't work in this format, does it? Well, if it makes you feel better, Alex is cool boy. I was alone streaming until like today. So. Alright, anyway, I'm going to stop reading chat for a little bit. And leave you alone. Receptive people of the kingdom are blah blah blah. Yeah, that Angel should make friend or share the burden with her best friend, MC-kun. But then they'll be sad. That would be selfish. They won't be sad sharing the burden. Hey, chat, stop fighting. Be nice to each other. That's part of the rules. Be nice. Be nice. The other rule is have fun. So make sure you do both of those things. Or maybe they'll be happy to give something back to their angel. After all, she was keeping them happy. It's only fair they get to give something back, right? Alright, you're not fighting, but still be nice. Shake of the head and sad smile. Sorry, it's hard to tell you two apart. Just at a glance. I'll be quiet. I'm being ableist against your aggressive affection. Yeah. I need to read this. Shake of her head and sad smile is my only response. No, Sayori! She's gone. Alright, Monica time. Hi, Cheeze! I approached Monica, wanting to talk about Sayori with her some more. I would never talk about Monica... Wait. I would never talk to Monica about herself. No, don't tell Mr. Twitch! I'll get banned! From Twitch. You don't know Mr. Twitch? He made Twitch. Duh. He is the evil overlord of Twitch. So everything that's wrong with this website, you can blame him for it. Anyone watching on YouTube, I'm sorry for talking about Twitch. She takes control of the conversation before I can say anything and immediately jumps into club business. Monica don't want to talk about Sayori. She knows what's up. This might come as a surprise, but we have a festival coming up soon. Oh wow, I never would have guessed. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform? Didn't she already bring that up? Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... I hate performing in front of people! Hi, chat. I'll have to give it some more thought. I already made that joke like twice earlier. I need to be more original. Oh gosh dang it. What are you saying about Monica this time? This is normal Monica pose. Yep. Nothing unusual here. Despite any praise, just wait for more, Alex. Despite any praise the girls might have given me, I really doubt that my poetry is up to snuff. Monica will give me the real lowdown. She pulls no punches. She's real. Monica's as real as it gets. Hey, don't swear on my stream. Please and thank you. Sorry. I still like your bit of changing your best girl depending on who's on the screen. I think that's pretty funny. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. You wouldn't want to let down the club, right? She says it with a teasing tone, but a chill runs down my spine when I think about the implications of disappointing everyone. Who knows what Monica would do to me if I betrayed her as her loyal literature club subject? Monica. No, it's okay. Just, there's always probably children watching. I mean, this isn't for children, but there's probably children watching anyway. I mean, they shouldn't watch Doki Doki Literature Club in the first place, but you never know. Never know. My rules are not very clear. I need to think about this harder. Anyway, let's not betray Monica or she'll erase my whole hard drive. Not to mention, I'm also looking forward to seeing your performance. Right. That's definitely not something I can relate to. Ha ha ha. What, you don't look forward to my performance, Cheeze? No, I didn't mean it. No! Don't worry so much. You'll do fine. After all, you've been doing fine in these poetry discussions so far. So you say. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Here it is. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Oh, the box part 2. No. No. If it says delete her at the end, I'm gonna flip my lid. I can't handle it, Monica. You better not. Yeah, it's a mod called Doki Doki Blue Skies. You can see the logo up there. It didn't come out last week. It came out a while ago. But, yeah. I don't think it was last week. But it's not the actual sequel. It's a fan mod. Quit lying, chat. Anyway, let's read the scary poem. The box, part 2. On my nightstand sits an ornate box, painstakingly crafted, decorated with the most delicate filigree? Excuse me? Sure. Beautiful. The most beautiful box you'd ever see. I'm so scared to scroll down. In that box stands a slender porcelain ballerina. No, not stands. Twirls. She is inanimate, yet animate. Cold, yet vibrant. And oh, so beautiful. The most beautiful ballerina you've ever seen. Hold on. I need to backtrack on this. Okay, nightstand, ornate box. Alright, most beautiful box. So, the box is my computer, still, probably. And porcelain ballerina is Monica. Okay. She spins as the box's melody goes. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. She neither smiles nor frowns. A permanent look of blank composure painted on her facade. Oh. Monica, we're happy this time. Things are gonna be happy. Don't be sad that you're just a program. I can't scroll down too far. She dances for my amusement, and yet I am evaded by amusement. The room spins around me. Vertigo. I want answers, but she gives me none. Yeah, Monica hasn't been talking to me, has she? I kind of want her to. I will be spooked when she does, but I want her to do it. I slam the box closed, and yet the room still spins. My skin, porcelain. Is this all she is meant to be? Is this the meaning she is supposed to derive? Is this the sole purpose of her existence? Uh-oh, there's a final line. I'm spooked. And then her skin cracks, shattering. No! Monica, please! You're okay. I won't uninstall the game ever. You'll be fine. You know, I feel like looking for answers and contemplating your reality are the sort of things that give life meaning. Yeah, Monica. Oh, shut up. It was an A+ poem. She did great. You did great, Monica. Chat's giving her a B-. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind. Okay, maybe an A, not an A+, but A for effort. A for the emotions involved, and definitely the effort of not screwing up the game this time. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? True. You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Not Natsuki. Well, no, actually her too. Dang it. You're right. How fitting. Somber subjects for a somber day. Why is today somber? Is it because Sayori's sad? Yeah, that's probably why. Aha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't one-dimensional creatures. And that's what makes people so interesting. Yeah. And Monica, remember that Sayori and Natsuki and Yuri are not one-dimensional either. They have feelings, and you should never delete them. You might think that it would be way better if everyone is happy and uncomplicated all the time. But how would you know what happiness was if it weren't for the sad to compare it to? I've heard that school of thought before, and I don't necessarily agree with it. Like, people talk about, like, oh, there's the yin and yang. You need... Everything needs to balance. You don't need to have equal amounts of sad and happy in your life. Maybe a little sad to make things not boring, but, like, happiness needs to way outweigh the sad. But that's just my thoughts. I guess that's true. I mean, sure. It's a school of thought. Even so, I'd rather not see my friend so troubled. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Ugh. Remember when she used to use these to break the fourth wall? Do you ever feel discouraged when something you've put a lot of work and time into doesn't get as much attention as you thought it would? Never. That would never happen to Cheeze Laweez. Nope. It's been a month. Gosh dang it, I've already told myself like 3 times this stream to stop talking about that. For instance, you could have spent hours and hours on a poem. How much time have I put in this channel? Well, I mean, you guys are watching on Twitch, so it's brand new, but I've been working on YouTube for about a month. Look, I put in... I didn't measure the time, but it's been a lot of work. Like, comment, and subscribe. Lol. For instance, you could have spent hours and hours on a poem, only to have your friend barely glance at it while you show it to them. It might make you feel like doing any more is useless. And the sad truth is, the world is so saturated with creative works already that most people won't receive any attention. Look, I just met you guys, but I appreciate you being here. At least relative to the most popular artists and authors. There's actually not much you can do in that situation besides try your best. You know, I can't help but think, because I watch a lot of live streams that I watch, I actually don't end up looking at, I just listen to them. So I wonder how much of what I say is very confusing, because I don't actually reference the thing that I'm talking about. If you can't see the screen, or you're not paying attention to the screen, then I'm just completely random, aren't I? Oh well. Focus on the game. There's actually not much you can do in that situation besides try your best. However, you also shouldn't think of things in terms of popularity and in numbers of views. Thank you, I needed to hear that, Monica. The most important thing you should be is your own personal... most important thing should be your own personal self-satisfaction. Thank you, Monica. If you're proud of yourself and your work, then I say that's enough success. Thank you, Monica. That was the most depressing writing tip of the day ever. No, it was a good one. Thank you very much, Monica. That's my advice for today. I think she was actually talking to me that time, guys. That wasn't directed at MC-kun. That was directed at me. Thanks for listening. No, Monica, come back! Oh. Now it's Yuri time. Most important thing is Monica's approval. Well, I think I got that too. Maybe. Anyway, it's time for Yuri. Are you going to show me your poem this time? You didn't yesterday, which I thought was rude. Even though I don't like your poems, I still want to see them. Yuri glances over at me, but quickly turns away. Perhaps she wants to be left alone for now? I'll let her come to me if she changes her mind. Can we just skip this part? I'm not going to, but... Oh, it's gone. Yuri, no! Yuri, I wanted to read your poem! Yuri! Now Yuri has depression, and I'm not even good friends with her. How am I supposed to help her? Okay, everyone. Well, Monica, you're on Yuri duty. We're all done sharing poems, right? In which case, let's start figuring out what we're all going to do for the festival. You still remembered. Yeah, Natsuki. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Anyway, as I was saying, she's good at pretending she doesn't hear things. She's been ignoring me for most of the game. Because I've been talking about her. Her ears have been red, but she's been ignoring me. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Anyway, as I was saying. Well, I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making her specialty, cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! And for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori, you mentioned goodie bags earlier, if you remember correctly. Bah, I got distracted. Yep, I want to make some goodie bags for everyone, and put in little quotes, bookmarks, and candies. Ah yes, that was it. Great idea. People will love that. Indeed, I'm glad you're helping, Sayori. You guys, it's nothing special. The cupcakes sound amazing, though. Of course, because I'll be making them. We share a collective laugh. Ha ha ha! How about you, Yuri? Ideally I'd like to do something that could enhance the atmosphere of our performances. I'd like to experiment with some aromatherapy if that's okay with you. Of course that's fine. I'm excited to see what you come up with. I'm so distracted. I'm thinking about stuff. You've also got beautiful handwriting, so perhaps something that involves that? Yuri ponders for a moment. How about banners and decorations? Monica, you can't just look at the old script. You have to let her think of it herself. Woohoo! It's funny you mentioned that. I was just about to say myself. Well, great minds think alike. We share a laugh with Yuri. And... wait. She shares a laugh with Yuri and turns to me. Okay. Can't read sometimes. Chat, where'd you go? Oh well. Anyway, that just leaves you, Cheeze. The only club member who's useless. Thanks, Monica. Or wait. Oh, I say that. You can't read it all, don't worry about it. Fair. That's why you watch someone else play Doki Doki instead of playing it yourself, right? Don't say that. In fact... Nah, I'm gonna edit the script here. Monica said this line. She's the one who said the only club member who's useless. That's funny. It looks like all of us had a lot of work to do for the festival. I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone when I say that some help would be much appreciated. So it's basically a choice between who to spend my weekend with. Why do I suddenly feel so nervous? I suppose I could use a bit... Yuri, you wouldn't even talk to me today. Not that I really need it, but if you want to help bake stuff, I could always have you do some dirty work. Ooh, what kind of dirty work, Natsuki? Family-friendly channel. Family-friendly channel. You better not sneak a cupcake. Natsuki, I doubt Cheeze will want to help you if you make him out to be a burden. But if you make out with me to be a burden... Wait. If
you don't need any help, I believe you'd be better off assisting someone else.
I remember the original, I was trying to go Natsuki route, but at this point I was feeling real bad about Sayori, so I picked Sayori, but it doesn't actually let you. But today we're going to pick Natsuki, because we're pure Natsuki route. We'll do Sayori second route, some other day.
Well, that's up to him to decide. Maybe he likes baking. Have you ever thought of that? Besides, how hard could making decorations be anyway? It's not as though I'm only speaking for myself. Monika and Sayori would likely be appreciative of help as well. And not that it really matters, but decorating requires a lot of creativity and meticulous work. So does baking! You never baked a day in your life. How could you possibly know?
Natsuki, you're getting a little too emotional here. I know there's a lot of emotions Doki Dokiing around in that heart of yours, but calm down. Throughout their bickering, I can't help but notice Sayori hasn't said a word. Does she not want me to help her? Oh god, she's staring into my soul. I just noticed. Sayori, stop. Stop. Wait, does Solomon really have 700 wives? Wow. That does remind me, there's a lot of stuff in the Bible that seems pretty contrary to what modern Christianity would have you believe. I'm not proving a point by saying that. It's just a weird thing that I've noticed. Anyway, we can let all girls be best girl. Except for Yuri, though. But you three get to be best girl. It's impossible to think properly with an argument going on. Guys, is this really the first time they've all been on screen since you got here? Guys. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's like Natsuki said. Wait. Okay, for some reason I thought for a moment that she said like little Natsuki said. I was like, why would you say that? But she didn't. I'm just crazy. I'm a big crazy boy. Big crazy ferret. I'm a ferret, by the way. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm a ferret. She's the only one who gets to decide how he'd like to contribute. Thank you, Monika. There's no need to argue over him like he's the last boy on Earth. Yeah, there's the teacher. He was a boy. He exists in this universe. Yuri, go date him. My favorite bit is in Leviticus. It's against the law for Moses. Against the law of Moses for a wife to intervene in a fight between her husband and another man by striking that other man in the loins. It's punishable by stoning. That's not necessarily contrary to modern Christianity, but it is definitely outdated. Oh, is the stream down? Where are buttons? Let me see. I don't know what to do. All my my screen says I'm good. Okay, it's back. Welcome back. First and last. Just you, sorry. That's okay. Nobody's gonna watch this in post anyway. I think it's fair to say that each of us have plenty of work too. This has nothing to do with him being a boy. It's just that I like him. Because he's a boy. Ah, dang it. I agree. We're merely discussing our workloads. I didn't want to... Yeah, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Family-friendly channel. Looks like Monika has united Natsuki and Yuri with a common enemy. Haha. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just move on already? Alright then, moving along. Why a ferret? I mean, I was born this way. I was born a ferret. I don't know what to say to that. Alright then. Don't worry, I'm not offended though. Moving along. Cheeze, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. We don't choose how we're born, kids. So, Thought I would have a follow-up for that, but I don't. Very well. Sayori, stop staring me with those big old blues, alright? You make me sad. In that case, everyone looks straight at me, varying expressions playing on their faces. Of course I'm going to go with... Natsuki. Why is she listed at the top? Are they always in this order? Well, baking does sound like it could be fun. We can choose how we go out, right, Sayori? Don't. We do not make gently opening door jokes here. Sayori is a good girl who would never do something like that. She would never tear my heart apart. Never, ever. Cupcakes seem like they'd be a two-person task. Sure, why not? I don't want to just get cozy with Natsuki, nah. Trust me, baking is a blast. I guarantee you'll enjoy it. Eh? I thought you wanted to do baking on your own. For the last time, I never said that. Besides, Cheeze is... supposed to be an apostrophe here. Baking is a two-person job. Doors are made to be opened. Yes, but not gently. Not gently. Aren't you curious to see what's on the other side? Yes, which is why I'll barge in and not gently open it. Oh, I'm sorry, Natsuki. I must have missed that part. Anyways, Sayori, were you thinking of the old script, Monica? I understand. I get mixed up too. Sayori, Yuri, will you guys be alright by yourselves? While Yuri looks a bit disappointed, Sayori looks content with my choice. Monica's not hanging out with Sayori this weekend. We're in the gold! Of course. Yeah, definitely. I'll get the goodie bags done, no problem. And I'll certainly be able to handle the decorations on my own. Oh yeah? Why'd you make such a big deal out of working with Cheeze? Doki Doki. Natsuki just put Yuri on the spot, and she does not look happy about it. Natsuki, leave her alone. She's fine. Natsuki, I was just making a point that I'd appreciate some help. Unlike you, I wanted to work with Cheeze because it would be more efficient. I don't like him at all. I hate him. I would never share my poems with him. I regret that one time that I did. Well, feeling's not mutual, Yuri. I liked you a little bit. God. Just what are you... Okay, everyone, calm down. You're saying you're after the D, Natsuki. I mean the C. The cheese. No, crap. That's terrible innuendo. Stop it. Oh god, what have I done? Cheeze has made his choice. That's final. No more bickering. Bickering is now banned. I'll delete you. Natsuki and Yuri angrily eye each other before finally giving up on their argument. I mouth a thank you to Monica. She smiles back sweetly. I don't think anybody wants to repeat what... If someone mouth thank you at you, would you be able to read their lips? Could you read it? Could you tell? I don't think anybody wants a repeat of my first official day, not even Natsuki and Yuri. And especially not Monica. Do not anger the Monica. Okay, moving on. Does everyone know what they're doing for the festival? Everyone nods. Sweet. You guys excited for the festival? Everyone nods again. Oh yeah, definitely. You can't read anything. Especially not lips. Natsuki's mood quickly changes at the mention of the festival. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. Natsuki's mood quickly changes at the mention of the festival. You can tell I'm talking to chat when I look down here, right? That makes it pretty obvious, right? Natsuki's mood quickly changes at the mention of the festival. Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. Monica rolls her eyes, annoyed. Anyone else? You two are just having an eye-rolling competition, aren't you? How about you, Cheeze? Are you excited? Me? I've never been excited for anything in my life. Well, it'll be interesting at the very least. That's good enough for me. I'm looking to the festival as... Looking forward, there's a word missing, to the festival as well, Monica. Yeah, I can't wait. Seems Sayori cheered up a bit. That's great to hear. Okay, everyone, remember to bring your stuff on Monday. Including yourself, Sayori. Show up. That also includes your poems. Will do. Alrighty then, see you guys at the festival. With that, everyone disperses to grab their things. I start over to Sayori, but a tug on my arm stops me. There's a little gremlin there. Hey, gremlin. Hey, where do you think you're going, Baka? You know we have no way of communicating with each other, right? Oh, right. I don't know how that slipped my mind. I guess we should exchange phone numbers. I mean, you could get my number from Sayori. You have her number, right? Or I could have got your number from her. Blah, 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 blah. I guess we should exchange phone numbers. Yeah. Just don't make it weird or anything, Baka. Right. Natsuki hands me your phones, and I hand her mine. Our hands touch lightly. Her phone case is bright pink, with black polka dots. It's about what I expected from Natsuki. Don't say that out loud. Although, the phone itself seems to be one of the older generations. My phone, on the other hand, is dark gray and doesn't have a case. Just a screen protector. You need a case for your phone. Not for visual flair, but for, like, protecting it. They're only like $10. Just buy one. MC-kun, what are you doing? Nothing fancy, but I guess the job done. Hey, guess what, chat? I just bought a tablet on Amazon, and it'll be here within the week. No! No skin oils. I mean, I guess skin oils are absorbing into each other. Anyway, I bought a tablet, and so from now on, anyone on Twitch will not know that I've done, it's a Fire 10, I believe. But I'm going to start doing my gacha pull streams with that. It should be able to actually feed the audio to the computer instead of picking it up on the mic. I haven't done any gacha pulls on this Twitch channel yet, but they're on my YouTube channel if you want to look at them. Or if you don't, then don't. Yeah! I'm excited. I've never had a tablet before. Maybe I can use it to learn how to draw. Because people do that, right? They draw on tablets. Nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. I put my number in Natsuki's phone, and she does the same to mine. You know, when I exchange a gacha pull, like in gacha games, like Fate Grand Order, it's when I'm pulling for servants. You know? But it's spelled G-A-C-H-A. Gotcha. The games I play are Fire Emblem Heroes, Fate Grand Order, and Magia Record. I have at least one video for each of them on the channel. But I don't pull for content. I just pull and I just record it. That wasn't the right way to say that. I try to make a fun stream out of it, but I'm pulling for the characters I'm pulling for. Right? Being a streamer has nothing to do with the characters that I want. I put my number in Natsuki's phones. Oh yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I never hand my phone to people to put their number into it. Hey, that's alright, you don't have to understand. Gacha's bad civilization anyway. I would never hand my phone to someone to punch their number into it. Like, just tell me with your mouth. With your mouth words. Don't touch my phone. Once we're done, we hand the phones back. Jeez, your contact list is sad. Don't make fun of me, Natsuki. I don't have any friends. Except Sayori. It's basically just Sayori and your parents. Yeah. Hey, why are you looking at my contacts? I had to put my number in, duh. I mean, you have to... I mean, you could probably go to add a contact without looking at the list. Whatever. Well, I'm not a very social person. You're only my second ever friend, Natsuki. I figured. Natsuki grins smugly. Okay, I'm gonna come over to your house on Sunday. My house? In the middle of the street. Yeah, why not? Oh, I assumed I'd be going to your house, because I'm helping you. No, my dad will beat the crap out of you. Oh, I mean, my dad would kill me if I had a boy over. Not that far off. That's a bit strict. I doubt my mother will care, since she probably won't be home. So we can do whatever we want, Natsuki. We can watch anime! Good. That works out just fine. I swear, it's so late, but I'm gonna get to new content today. And then I'm gonna stop. Because I need to eat dinner. Alright, I'll text you what we need. See you then! Oh, one more thing. Yeah? Thanks for the advice on Sayori. It's appreciated, really. Like a smile! Yeah, sure. I mean, I care about her too, so I don't want you saying anything wrong. Saying the wrong things, speaking of, and making her worse. Yeah, I wouldn't want that either. Who knows what would happen if I said the wrong things to her. Flashbacks, trauma. Alright then. Just stick to my advice and you'll be fine. Noted. Good, you're finally learning. Okay, see you Sunday. Bye. Alright. In the first part of the stream, I remember I was praising Doki Doki Literature Club for not having circular writing. They don't linger on things too long, and they just kind of move forward. That was a little bit circular just now. A lot of those lines of dialogue didn't need to be there. Natsuki walks out, leaving me alone in the club room. Although, this isn't the actual Doki Doki Literature Club. So, shame on you, Blue Skies team. Just kidding, you're doing great. This is a great mod. Wait, where's Sayori? Look around the club room, finding myself all alone. Guess she snuck out. That would be the correct word, I'm pretty sure. Snuck out while I was talking to Natsuki. She must have not wanted to walk home with me today. That's alright, not everyone knows grammar. Not even people that make mods. Sigh. Not even Sayori's my friend anymore. I'm all alone. They're all together and I'm all alone. No. Whoa! Where are we? This is a new background. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. First and last, you're so mean. You know, now that there aren't any girls on screen, I have something to confess. I put up a front about all the girls, best girls, about Natsuki this, Sayori that, Monica never did anything wrong. To be honest, I've never liked girls. I like MCQ and MCQ and Best Buy. I like it. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. Don't you hate that when people talk to you? Ugh. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. Oh, I've met people like that. I don't like them. I hate when people use too many emojis when they're talking. Like, you can use some, sure, but use your words. That's actually a reason I was hesitant to start streaming on Twitch, is because I don't like a lot of the emoji spam that goes on here. But you've been great so far, chat. You haven't done that to me. Cue them doing it. Yep. You thought you were clever. I saw it coming. She also really likes to complain about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. Yeah, me too, Natsuki. I meander around the house, anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Why did we go to that room? Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. I don't understand why she couldn't have just rung the doorbell. I mean, that was good timing. That was like perfect timing, chat. I don't understand why she couldn't have just rang the doorbell, but whatever. I rush over to the door and open it. I love her casual outfit so much. It's so adorable. It's in the YouTube thumbnail. You Twitch people don't get to see my amazing YouTube thumbnails that I like. I mean, they're not the greatest, but I think they're fun. They're like clickbaity in a joke way, you know? I'm doing it ironically, so you can't get mad at me about it. Hello. Hi? My mind goes blank, as I completely forgot what I was going to greet her with. I just open the door and stare at her. I stare at the cat on her chest. That's the only part of her chest I stare at. Ironic clickbait, the best kind of clickbait. That's right. I learned from the best. Like Alpha Rad. What? Like if you click every time. I'm not sure if what I expected, but seeing Natsuki in her casual clothing surprised me. Oh yeah, click the like button ironically. but still click the like button. It's such a huge difference. I mean, you can't because you're on Twitch. Twitch doesn't have a like button. Such a huge difference from her uniform. But with such cute clothing, she almost looks like a different person. Frankly, I'm at a loss for words. Cheeze, why are you just staring at me? This is a new BGM that's playing. I like it. Why are you just staring at me? Oh, sorry. Cheeze, I just got here. That's pronounced cheese. It'll be a long afternoon, so if you keep acting weird just because you're not used to seeing me out of school. I didn't enunciate that right at all. Right. Okay, now move. I'm coming in. Get out of the way. I'm in your house. I quickly step out of the way as Natsuki walks inside. Okay, real talk. This tiger print carpet, that's straight out of a porno, right? Like, yeah, let me check something. Okay, nudity is censored. Okay. But if it gets too bad, I always got this. You won't see nothing, chat. You won't see nothing. Wait, let me position that. There we go. Block the middle of the screen. Zebra print is safe for work? Oh, I guess this is zebra print. I don't know. Is all that cooking stuff? I point to Natsuki's bag. Her bag. Yep. I wasn't going to come all this way just to find out you're missing something important. Speaking of important, did you get everything I asked you to get? Natsuki asked me to go out and buy some things if I didn't already have them on hand. Which reminds me. So don't get too mad, but... So herbivores are tame, so they're not NSFW. It makes sense to me, I buy it. Until the loot scene starts and it's right on that zebra print. Then you're wrong, chat. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but it kind of gives that feeling, you know. But I say that, so she might go a bit easier on me when I tell her I forgot to go shopping. But judging by the looks on her face, I doubt it helped. Oh, no! Oh, crap. I still have the icon up. Don't worry, nothing happened. I said everything. I said all the words. Here, you can look at the history if you want. Oh, wait, you can't read. I'm sorry, I forgot. But judging by the looks on her face, I doubt it helped. She got the Angie going on, though. No talk, she Angie. Oh, don't tell me you forgot. I was reading manga all weekend. Are you kidding me? I know, I'm sorry. What are you doing all weekend that you forgot to go shopping? Well, I was practicing my poem for the festival. The entire weekend? Which isn't completely a lie. I did actually spend some time reciting my poem to myself. Natsuki, meanwhile, looked at me with disbelief. You were practicing your poem? Yeah. Natsuki sighs as her expression softens a bit. Definitely the only thing I did. Yeah. I thought of a joke that I'm not going to say on stream because it's bad. Well, I guess I'll give you a pass this time. I expected you... It's good to have a filter so that you don't say things that you shouldn't say on stream. I expected you to say you were playing video games all weekend. But don't think you're completely off the hook. Get on this hook right now. We still need baking supplies if we want to get anything done. Well, I do have some money, but it's only like, it's only like a mile to town. Do you want to just go buy the stuff we need? Ooh, well, it's not like we have any other choice. We gotta do a shopping date. Chat wants unfiltered H plus after dark cheese Laweez. Only on my Patreon. Just kidding, I don't have a Patreon. Or my OnlyFans. What is OnlyFans from? Is that a Twitch thing? I keep hearing people joking about OnlyFans, but I don't know what the actual website it is for. Cough. Anyway, no, we got family-friendly Cheeze Laweez here. Well, it's not like we have any other choice. Just so you know, it's not a date or anything. Are you dying me because I should know what OnlyFans is from? Is it a Twitch thing? Just make an account, trust me. Oh, a Patreon? Or an OnlyFans? Anyway, just so you know, it's not a date or anything. It's a shopping date. And OnlyFans, is that like its own website? Is it not like a section of Twitch or something? All the cool streamers have OnlyFans. Yeah, I'm sure. I believe you. Alright. Anyway, let's do a shopping date. Natsuki said, let's make... Well, I mean, it's new content, but it's going to be even longer until we get to, like, new stuff. It's a better version of Twitch. Then why are you here? Natsuki sets her bag down to the door as I head upstairs to retrieve my money. I'm not sure, can Streamline stream to OnlyFans? I'm not actually even seriously considering it. Don't answer that question. I'm done. I'm done with this. Natsuki sets her bag down next to the door, and I head upstairs to retrieve the money. When I come down, I see Natsuki standing in the doorway, her hands on her hips. Humph! Come on, dummy, we don't have all day. We kind of do, though. I'm coming! I'm coming! Don't clip that. We both part from my house and head downstairs. Or head towards town. Blah. So, what kind of cupcakes are we gonna make? Natsuki ponders this for a bit. I'm thinking just normal chocolate cupcakes with vanilla frosting. Oh, okay. But I feel like we should do something special. It is the festival after all. We're gonna make the cat cupcakes like you did that last time. Something special with the cupcakes. Yeah, but like something more than just the flavors. Put kanjis on them. You're Japanese, right? I mean, this game is set in Japan, but it wasn't written in Japan. It's kind of funny like that. I wanted to have to do with the actual look of cupcakes. Kind of like those cat cupcakes on my first day, right? Yes, exactly. But this time they'll be dogs. And they'll say, have confidence. No confidence. No, stop referencing other streamers. I mean, everyone's seen that clip, right? Something related to the look of the cupcakes. Well, it is a literature event. Like I said, put kanji on it. Maybe we could put kanji characters on each one. Like in frosting? Yeah, every cupcake could have a different character on it, and people could choose a cupcake based on which characters they like the most. Yeah, and I need to check something. Okay. I asked some people to play a game with me tonight, and I was just making sure that they're not sitting and waiting for me. But they're not. I should wrap this up soon, though, as soon as I can. ... It's actually not that bad of an idea. Natsuki looks at the ground, seemingly disappointed she didn't come up with that first. Well, do you want to do it? And also put kanji on the cupcakes? Ugh. Considering that's the best idea we have, I guess so. Alright then. We'll go with your baka idea, you baka. By now, we finally reached downtown. Natsuki spots a kitchen supply store, and we both quickly head towards it. Once inside, Natsuki holds up her phone in front of my face. I've already texted you what we need. Just to go off you... So just go off your list of supplies to get that. There we go. Already have the content ready. What is this? Should I look at this? Alright, I'm gonna see what it is. But I'm gonna mute desktop audio. Gosh dang it! I basically asked for it, so thanks, I guess. I've already texted you what we need, so just go off that for your list of supplies to get it. I was watching the clip that you just made. That's why it was silent for a second. It was silent, right? I pressed all the buttons good. I am hotkeys master. Well, we need anything special for the characters? Just a smaller frosting nozzle. Not nozzle. I'll get that. You just focus on your stuff. Sounds like a plan. Natsuki heads off to a nearby aisle while I pull out my phone. I like this new background. It's nice. I like the rainbow. Be nicer if there was a double rainbow, though. Am I right? Haha! Memes from like 6 years ago. Natsuki, 6 years ago was like 100 years ago in internet time. Natsuki heads off into a nearby aisle where I pull out my phone. I scroll through the texts and eventually find the list she sent me. Don't you hate that when someone sends you old memes, boo? But old memes are gold memes, my dog. Like, all your base are belong to us. Why couldn't I think of a funnier meme than that one? Alright, old memes are dead. Bury them. But I hate that when old memes, boomer memes. Well, don't look at my debut stream and find out how old I am. Because then you'll call me a boomer. Even though I'm not. Because if we're talking about baby boomer, yeah, saw that coming. Does boomer still mean baby boomer, or is it just anyone that's older than you? Because I feel like it just means anyone that's older than you. Because baby boomers are like 50 and 60 now. I'm not that old. Not even close. Boomer is a state of mind. Maybe it's a good state of mind. No, it's not. Being a boomer means you're not open to new things. But I'm open to new things. Like mods for Doki Doki Literature Club. Well then, let's start with French vanilla extract. Within a couple minutes, I found everything on the list. Hey, Natsuki. Do you want head pats? No! Okay. As I place the final ingredients into my basket, Natsuki walks up to me. She dumps her stuff in my basket and walks with me to the register. We link arms. And insist that it is still not a date. I hand over my money, and before I know it, we're already walking back to my house. Oh, this is a new background too. We arrive quickly and immediately to get to work. I wonder how people make these backgrounds, because it's like, it's clearly like illustrated, but it's like so perfect that you wonder if they took a picture and then drew over the top of it. Is that a common practice in visual novel land? I tried to do something similar actually it was the first Doki Doki Blue Skies stream where you mentioned, yeah. I tried to take a photo of part of my background, but I tried to like make it look illustrated and not real. But I didn't completely draw over it because it was way too complicated to do something like that. But I just threw some GIMP filters over it. I thought it looked kind of neat. Anyway, we arrive quickly and immediately get to work. Oh, this stream's a lot longer than I thought it would be. It only takes around 10 minutes before the entire kitchen is a mess. Utensils, bowls, and spilled ingredients cover the countertops. Look at that mess. Look at it. Natsuki has her focus on the cupcakes themselves while I work on the frosting. Hey, where's the food coloring? I just wanted to say, so I've never really used Twitch much before, like even as a consumer. And I did not realize how easy it was to just make clips. So when I asked you not to clip that earlier, I should have known better than to even say it, because it's so easy to just clip it immediately. I was a fool. Or maybe it was reverse psychology and I wanted you to clip it. Make it go viral. That's your job now. You have to make that clip go viral. And I'll get billions of subscribers. Billions and billions. Still in the bag on the table. Why? I'm going to color the batter different colors so it looks cooler, even if the flavor is still chocolate or vanilla. That's a good idea, Natsuki. You think we should do that to the frosting as well? Yeah, sure. I'll give you the food coloring once I'm done. Your children will know about it. Well, I don't know if my children will know about this whole stream thing. That's kind of the VTuber thing, is it's a secret. Nobody knows except for a couple people. But it's not public information. I choose who gets to know about this channel in my real life. And that doesn't include my family right now. I'll tell you that for free. Alright. I've noticed Natsuki has been a lot more calm and friendly towards me ever since we started baking. Baking gives her good vibes. Nothing but good vibes do I see. She's been instructing me on what to do, but it's been more friendly advice rather than a command. Well, that's nice. The only explanation I can come up with is that cooking puts Natsuki's mind at ease and makes her less hostile. That's because she knows she's going to get food soon. Natsuki needs the foods. All future generations will know about me. Well, I mean, if the entire world knows about me because I got 7 billion subscribers, then sure, that works. Works for me. What's the YouTube channel with the most subscribers? Is it like what's the number that they have? Is it like 15 million? Is it like 200 million? T-series? I'm sure there's like a page I could find it, but whatever. No clue. Whatever. Since I started streaming, I've been more inclined to actually look at channels' subscriber count, just out of curiosity. And it's weird to see like, oh, I didn't realize this channel had more than 1 million subscribers. Like looking at channels I'm already sub to, or like, oh wow, Game Theory has like 15 million. That's way more than most channels. Or like, oh wow, this channel only has 100,000? I thought they were more popular than that. I don't know, that kind of thing. Anyway, back to the game. The only answer, yep, gives her good vibes. But it's not like it's uncommon. Talking about or doing something that they're passionate about puts a smile on anyone's face. Look at that smile. Doki Doki. Monica with playing the piano. Yuri with reading. Sayori with eating. Natsuki with eating. Natsuki with baking. And then eating. Cheeze, come on, focus. Natsuki's voice interrupts my thoughts. Oh, sorry. I resume stirring the frosting while Natsuki drops the food coloring into the batter. Once she's done with that, she scoops the batter into little baking cups and places them in her tray. Preheat to 350. Natsuki mumbles instructions to herself as she messes around with the oven. I hear a beep and she walks over to check on my progress. Oh, you made some good bread? That's cool. I remember I took home ec in middle school, but it was only like a trimester of class, and then like the next year I wanted to take it again, but like the next year you don't get to take as many electives, so I didn't. And I kind of wish I did, because home ec should be a mandatory class. No, schools need to teach you... What's a worthless subject? I mean, history is important, math's important. But home ec should be a mandatory class. Because people don't know how to friggin' live. I don't know how to live, because I only took a trimester of home ec. Teach me how to cook. I hear a beep, and she walks over to check on my progress. No, math and science are both necessary. And history is pretty necessary too. Bread making essential. Well, I mean, realistically, you would use bread making a lot more in your life. So. But like, I mean, history is important for people in general to know. Because those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it, etc., etc. But, blah. When's the last time you used trig? I don't know. A couple weeks ago. I do have a job that makes me use math. But yeah. I get you. No, but I mean it. Home ec should actually be a mandatory class. I hear a beep, and she walks over. And they should have a math class that teaches you how to do taxes. Like, okay, maybe calculus isn't necessary, but you should teach how to do taxes. Replace calculus with tax class. Calculus sucks. You ever done calculus? It sucks. I hear beeping, and she walks over to check on my progress. Hey, is the icing good? Natsuki looks at the bowl with a judgmental expression. Hey, quit that. You're getting there. You just have to... You were good at calculus? I mean, I got A's, but it sucks. I hate it. Math was fun until calculus showed up. You're getting there, you just have to... Natsuki takes the whisk from my hands and starts stirring. Really beat the crap out of it! Natsuki's going nuts! After a few seconds, I receive the whisk from Natsuki and follow in her example. You ever have to whisk something really hard? It's actually kind of tough. That's why I invented automatic beaters that kind of take that away. Good, you're a fast learner. Thanks, you're a good teacher. Natsuki's face turns slightly red. She's like, you're not supposed to flirt back! God! Yeah, I am. I chuckle at Natsuki's gloating as she walks back to her workspace. Feels good to do it by hand? What, calculus? Oh, whisks. I guess. I was like, why are you doing calculus by hand? Make a computer do it. I chuckle at Natsuki's gloating as she walks back to her workspace. I actually I started using an electric toothbrush recently, and I like it. I like it a lot. I only use it in the morning, though, because at night it's way too late and I don't want it to make noise and bother my roommate. Even though I'm sure it wouldn't bother him, but I'm paranoid about these things. But no, I like electric toothbrushes. They clean better and are easier to use. Anyway, you're distracting me, chat. Once the icing's a good consistency, I retrieve the food coloring from Natsuki. Hey, watch where you're putting your hands, Baka! I don't want you getting icing everywhere. I look down at my hands and realize they're covered in icing. They're just coated. Oh geez, how did I not notice that? Don't ask me, you're the one who didn't notice his hands were covered in icing. Boo, caveman manual labor good. Modern convenience is bad. Return to monkey. That's a new meme. Am I a Zoomer now? Do I get to join the Zoomer club? Don't ask me, you're the one, blah blah blah. Natsuki, he looked at me with a smirk. Oh, being smug, are we? Yeah! Smug Natsuki's the best. We'll take that. Or, well, take that. Now once a boomer, always a boomer. Alright, fine. I wipe my index fingers on Natsuki's cheek, leaving a glob of icing behind. Natsuki shoots me a look of both shock and anger. Oh, you didn't. Now it's my turn to be smug. Oh, but I did. Wait, I wasn't paying attention. Was this the part where he licked her finger? Oh no, he wipes it off of her face. Natsuki's face suddenly lights up. Without warning, she dips her finger in the frosting bowl and swipes it across my entire face. Haha, now eat it. You look so dumb. I walk over to the sink. Oh, I didn't wipe it off of her face. I wiped it onto her face. Walk over to the sink and grab a paper towel. So that's how it's gonna be, huh? I dramatically wipe my hands as Natsuki braces herself. Yeep! I mean, yep. It wasn't a yelp. It was a confirmation. Then so be it. I take a paper towel and attempt to shove it in Natsuki's face. But she swipes the towel out of my hand and throws it to the side. Hey, hey. I slowly back up and put my hands up. It doesn't have to be like this. Let's not talk about the white stuff on Natsuki's face. No comment. Doesn't have to be like this. Natsuki ignores my call for a truce and tries to wipe icing across my face again. See, innuendos work if you don't go into them. Then you're still family friendly, right? Despite my viewer discretion advised warning. This time, I catch her wrist as she swoops in. She tries... I want to specify, I usually have an ESRB rating where this is, but Doki Doki Literature Club doesn't have one of those. And also, this is a mod with apparently some nudity in it, so, you know. You're at your own discretion. If you're under 17, that's your fault. You should have been older. Such a dirty mind, but she has melted cheese on her face. Ah, crap. No. That's even worse. Ah. Because I'm cheese. Get it? Alright. It's melted mozzarella. No, I didn't mean it. Keep it PG. Alright, I'm sorry. She tries to fight back with her other hands, but I grabbed that one as well. Oh, there's the one. Aha, stop it. There's a little bit of red on there. Was that there in the original? Look how PG this is right now. This is so PG. It's definitely a PG CG. Only if you apologize for getting frosting on my face. You're the one who started it. But I only did a little. You smeared it across my entire face. My whole face. See, there's no white stuff on her face. Look, she's fine. Now apologize, or I'll never let go of your wrists for the rest of my life. Fine, I'm sorry. Thank you. Now apologize to me. I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have touched you without permission. Like right now. Thank you. Alright, that's that. I'd say I win this one. Oh yeah? Suddenly, I feel a sharp pain in my right shin. I let go of Natsuki's wrist and stumble back. Ow! Well, you know, Natsuki, if you had kneed me elsewhere, you would have gotten stoned to death, according to the Book of Solomon or whatever. Ow, did you just kick me? I warned you! Oh, jeez. I hold my leg in pain as Natsuki stands triumphantly. Don't underestimate me. Okay. That is a pet peeve of mine when people, like, over retaliate. Like, there was this one time I, like, tapped someone on the shoulder because they were, like, doing something they weren't... It was, like, during a play, there's a play performance, and we know we're not supposed to, like, touch these curtains, but he was, like, near them trying to, like, look out at stuff, and I just tried to, like, tap his shoulder to say, like, hey, bring it back, man. And he turned around and he tried to knee me in the groin. And I managed to block it, but I was like, what the heck, man? I actually hate you forever now. So screw you. Ugh, I hate people like that. I just tapped your shoulder, dude. Not okay. Did I stone him? No. I kind of wish I did, though. Made me real mad. Real mad. Oh, and another person came in to quote-unquote break up the fight, even though my end of the fight was just like, why the heck did you do that? Because I was whispering because there was a play going on. And he came over and he was like, whatever, you're both wrong. I was like, you know nothing about what you're barging into, and I hate you too now. It's one of those episodes you remember. Anyway, let's go to Happy Doki Dokis. And I surrender. Haha, I win. Alright, now step on me. I mean, you may have won the battle, but not the war. If one kick can send you down, winning the world will be a piece of cake. Well, I'm not gonna hit you, Natsuki. I roll my eyes, inciting another laugh from Natsuki. Yeah, don't be a mediator unless you're good at it. People that are mediators, but they're really bad at it and they just make things worse. Ugh. Don't care for them. Alright, we should probably get back to work. Yeah, probably. Then maybe the stream will end someday. Natsuki and I wipe our faces off, but not each other's faces, because that's weird, and pick up where we left off. I scoop some icing into a separate bowl and color the rest of it light pink. Oh, I was thinking that Natsuki licked frosting off your finger, but I was thinking of when Yuri actually sucks up your blood. Which is actually in Act 1 and not in Act 2. Oh, Yuri. I scoop some icing in a separate bowl, color the rest of it light pink. Natsuki puts a batch of cupcakes out of the oven and puts the other in the batch in, blah, blah, blah. Using the food coloring, I dye the icing and... You know, you can just say that we baked the cupcakes. It's not that important. Why'd you do that? For the kanji characters. Oh, okay. Never mind. You're not a baka. Finish up mixing the food coloring and give them to me. Wow. Can't read. Why? I'm gonna put it in the frosting bag. Duh. Baka. She gestures towards the small plastic bag she brought with her. What are those things called? It's been a couple of years. Yeah. We all do foolish things when we're younger. I've done regrettable things as well. Some that I probably don't remember, but other people hold against me. But I don't know what they are because I don't remember. Alright. I quickly finish mixing up the coloring and hand Natsuki the bowl. She scoops the icing into a bag and ties a thin nozzle around the end. Put this on to the side for now. Put this to the side for now, and we still need to frost the cupcakes before we can add the characters. Speaking of which, Natsuki brings a tray of cupcakes over to the table. You never said you regretted it. Alright, fine. Don't regret your past errors. I mean, learn from them at least, I guess. I never learn. I've never learned in my life. Natsuki brings tray cupcakes. Let's get started. Alright, how much longer is this scene? Come on. Embrace monkey. Reject, reject. Or reject, regret. Reject, reject. Embrace, embrace. There we go. Embrace, reject, reject, embrace? But how do you embrace, reject? Because you would have to reject it. Well, we're in a dilly of a pickle now, aren't we? That's enough logic puzzles. All done. Both look triumphantly, and scene. Scene can be over now. And scene. We got our CG. Let's end the scene. Hey, they look pretty cute. Kind of fitting. Seeing you're the one who made them. What's that supposed to mean? I mean you're adorable. Embrace illiteracy. Reject wordplay. Oh, please. We're not at school. It's not like anyone's judging you. Just admit that you're cute. I'm not cute. Natsuki. You're very attractive, young lady. Fine, fine. Whatever you say. I'm not saying cute is all you are. Just cute is one of the things that you are. Cheeze. It's pronounced cheese. Here, let me show you how to do it. Do what? Natsuki quickly teaches me how to use the frosting bags, and we quickly get to work. There's a name for the frosting bags, though. I can't remember what it is. Finally, I remember because I saw it mentioned in a stream recently. There's a shark that was baking, and she used a frosting squirter. MC Kun's the cute one? Ah. Oh wait, that's not me. That's MC Kun. Finally. Yeah, finally. It took us longer than expected, but we finally finished and placed them neatly in rows and trays. That was fun. I guess. What, you didn't have fun? No, I did. I did. I just like to say I guess a lot. I just didn't expect it to take that long. It wouldn't have taken long if we didn't have to go to the store. Ah, that's fair. I said I'm sorry. I saw we... Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is a good expression. This is a good one right here. This is the baka baka baka. I just wish we'd had more time so we could read manga or something, baka. But I really have to get home. My dad's making dinner tonight. Don't talk about your dad. Lucky. I'm on my own for dinner tonight. Frankly, I'm not really that hungry. I might just skip it. No! Oh, we hit the Natsuki button. Sorry, man. I'm gonna keep streaming, but hurry back. Natsuki's sudden outburst shocks me. I stare at her in disbelief. We hit the Papa button. Or the Papa food button. I mean, you shouldn't do that. You should always appreciate every meal you get. Oh, Natsuki. Wow, dinner must be really important to you. More than you can imagine. Oh, no. No, I'm gonna cry. I don't want to cry, but I'm going to. For those who don't know, Natsuki does not get fed very well in her home. Growing up, we'd only really have family dinner when everyone is home. Considering both my parents worked a lot, it was a rare occurrence, especially now. Natsuki and I sit in awkward silence before she starts for her bag. I should get going. Look, man, I'm not gonna... This gets archived. I'm not gonna wait. Alright, I'll walk you out. I was just being sad about Natsuki not getting fed very much. You didn't miss a lot. Natsuki collects her things, and I walk her outside. It felt like the afternoon flew by too quickly. However, it was nice spending time with her. It was an opportunity to get to know her better. Even if it dragged on a little bit. Oh no. Speaking of almost crying, it's Sayori time. Well, I guess I'll see you then. was fun cooking with you. And nothing else. We didn't do anything else. Yeah, we should do it again sometime. Huh? I'm just saying if you ever want to bake something, I'd be glad to help. That's... Baka! Natsuki steps closer and looks up at me. Her expression is tense, as if she's trying to hide her emotions. Really nice of you, Baka. I open my mouth to say something, but Natsuki quickly pulls away. I gotta go. Bye! Bye? Natsuki quickly rushes off, and I'm left alone. Guess I better get to cleaning. Oh, no Sayori scene. Interessant. It's the day of the festival. Nothing bad will happen this time. Nothing bad, nothing bad. No doors, no doors. Do not gently open doors. Okay, okay. The preparations for the event. She's probably just practicing or not. I hate you. I hate you. The preparations for the events should be nearly complete given all the work everyone's put in over the weekend. She seems to like the Boy Scout type to me. Yep. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself, carefully stacking 4 trays in a box. Natsuki is already... I'm so nervous. But I know everything's gonna be fine, but oh man, I'm so scared. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. I smile, putting my phone away. Her personality even shows through her texts. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. It's been a while though. Where's Sayori? Where's Sayori? We're meant to walk together, but she's late again. I don't want to leave her behind, but if she takes much longer, I'm going to be late for school. Check on Sayori. Check on Sayori. More time passes. There's going to be a moment of decision soon if she doesn't arrive. Just as I'm getting ready to leave, I finally spot her. Slowly making her way down the street. She's carrying a large sack in her hands, and I'm surprised she isn't running over to me. Isn't she aware of how late she is? Sayori, where have you been? We could have been late for school. Sayori! Sayori, thank you. Oh, Sayori, you have no idea how happy I am to see you. I could kiss you, but I won't. But I could, but I won't. Okay. Okay, we got Sayori. We'll go a little bit further. I know, I'm sorry. I, overslept again? Or couldn't decide what to have for breakfast again? Or, oh, that was me. She immediately pouts. You're such a meanie sometimes. Don't be mean to her! You know my teasing's all in good fun, right? It's because I love you to life. I love you so much, Sayori. Never leave me. She mumbles something under her breath. Of course. It looks like she's back to her normal self again. A definite relief. I felt a little guilty in not spending Sunday with her. But then again, it was probably wise to give her space. Then again, Natsuki also needed help. I point to the sack she's carrying, which contains an assortment of colorful little gift bags. Are those the gift bags you were working on over the weekend? See, chat, I told you that we would not gently open any doors. No doors were gently opened. We made it. We did it. Head pats for Sayori. Woo! Victory head pats. This again. Yep, I managed to get everything we need. Candy, quotes, and bookmarks. It was all a lot of fun. Although it was kind of hard to stop myself from eating the sweets. And did you manage it? People will notice if a sweet or two goes missing, right? I can't help but laugh. That's such a Sayori thing to say and do. I'm glad you're feeling better today, Sayori. Boy, am I. I'm sorry if I was a bit too invasive on Friday. I just worry a lot, that's all. It's okay, Cheeze, it really is. It's sweet that you were concerned. I'm sure she'll always be hanging around somewhere. Chat, I'm gonna kick you in the shins. But yeah, I'm fine. It's just a little rain cloud. Yeah, get rid of the rain cloud. Although, I'm kind of nervous for the festival. Honestly, I don't blame you. It's kind of nerve-wracking, isn't it? I mean, I realize how much it means to Monica, but at the same time, I didn't really realize how intimidating reciting poetry to a bunch of strangers can be. Yeah, I was all for it in the club room, but now the actual day is here. Doki Doki Doki. She looks a little nervous. I reach over and give her a squeeze on the shoulders. Squeeze. We'll be fine, don't worry. I know how much you like poetry, plus your poems are great. There's hope my own performance is up to standard. Oh, don't be silly, Cheeze. I love your poems, I just know it. I chuckle, admiring the definitive optimism that really makes Sayori, well, Sayori. Sober face a little bit. No. No face rubbing. Just head pats for the Sayorster. Sayori's. Sayster. It's hard to give you a nickname, Sayori. We'll just call you Muffin, because you're cute as a muffin. Guess we'll find out. By the way, are you doing anything after the festival? Alright, next time I see Monica, I'm gonna save and quit, and we'll call it a stream. Sound good, chat? By the way, are you doing anything after the festival? Anything fun? Oh, that's me talking. Nope, I haven't really planned that far ahead. I'm not great at doing that. Anyway, I'm kind of hoping we finish early so we can have the rest of the day off, to be honest. Oh, I was touching your eye. Head pats. Did I mention... I mentioned it in the first stream, but I just want to say it again. Sayori has beautiful eyes. They are gorgeous. I could stare at them all day, but I won't. But I could, but I won't. So really saying it's want to go home and sleep, right? Oh, look at how many students there are. How many clubs are having their own little event. Wait. Wow, I didn't read that good at all. Ooh, look how many students there are. How many clubs are having their own little event? Today? Question mark? Alright, I give up on that line. What a tactical change of topic that was. Are we at school now? Looks like we're still at our house. School is in sight. And there's lots of students milling around. It's a little strange to think that there's so many fellow students around, yet I've still been feeling so lonely. Or at least before joining the literature club, Doki Doki. Hey, this is new background, I think. Times like these make me grateful that Sayori told me about the club in the first place. I don't know, probably quite a few. By the way, Sayori, what's up, Cheeze? I love you as a friend, but I love you. Just want to say, well, no matter how this festival goes, I'm really grateful you told me about the club and let me join. And I'm really grateful that you're here today. I've had a lot of fun so far. I scratched the back of my head nervously as Sayori looks curiously at me. I've never been good at expressing myself, and it probably shows. I guess what I'm trying to say is, thank you. It's been so much fun being able to spend time with you again, too. This screen makes me happy. Just Sayori standing in front of the blue school. She's safe. She's safe. Man, this gives me the good Doki Dokis. You know what I'm saying, chat? I guess what I'm trying to say is, thank you. It's been so fun being able to spend time with you again, too. Really takes me back. Oh, you don't have to thank me for anything, silly. I've enjoyed it, too. After all, it would be lovely if things could go back to how they used to. How they used to? What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Haha. I didn't have these romantic feelings for you, and... never mind. Look at me make a little teepee. Strange choice of words. What could she mean by this? What do you mean? As we enter the courtyard, make our way to our meeting room, she breaks the silence by giggling. Something funny? No, it was a girlish giggle of happiness. I've just thought of a way to steal one of Natsuki's cupcakes without her realizing. Oh, are you sure that's a good idea? Natsuki might be little, but you know better than I do that she can be really fiery. She'll kick your shins. Oh, don't worry about her. She might be mean on the outside, but she's harmless. Don't let her fool you. My shins beg to differ. Well, I'd rather hurt her than me. Monica! Cheeze, Sayori! Monica happily greets us. We're here on the day of the festival. Sayori is alive and well. Why wouldn't she be? Why would anything be wrong with Sayori? She's just a little bit sad. She would never do anything permanent to make bad things happen? Monica would never influence such a thing. Monica's happy to see us. We're gonna see Yuri and Natsuki next time. Let's move. Oops, wrong audio channel. Let me just save off screen here. Before you go, first I have one more thing to confess. Alright, what is it? First and last. You lied about what you said about MC-kun. Alright, who's your real favorite? It wasn't a total lie, though. You don't like girls. Well, that's a shame. Ah, hold on. Sorry, your confession is making me spaz out. But you don't like MC-kun either. I was just moving the camera, that's why I twitched out a little bit. You don't like humans at all. It's you, I like Cheeze? Oh, well, thank you. You like ferrets. Well, I'm one of the very few ferrets running around in this world. So, good luck wooing me. With their long bodies and round ears. I am pretty lanky, it's true. And my ears are round. She's Laweez's best ferret. Why, thank you very much. Even if you're joking, I appreciate you saying that. Anything else for me, chat? Anything you need to say? I appreciate it. I can't return your feelings, unfortunately, but I do appreciate it. Heartbroken. Well, thanks a lot for coming today. You made the stream a lot more fun. Well, I mean, I don't know how much fun I would have had. It would have still been fun, but you made it fun. I'm glad you were here. Thanks for sticking around so long. I know this stream ran a little bit. It's a little bit long. I mean, what, 3 hours? My clock says 3 hours. And thanks for following. But for now, when do I usually stream? Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, starting at 12 p.m. Pacific time, is when I usually start. Today, I did a couple streams. I started with an Amiibo tournament, and that was like an hour. And then a half hour later, I started Light Eat, and I finished that because I wanted to finish that trilogy real quick. And that was about 2 hours. And then I started Doki Doki Blue Skies because I was really anxious to get to the part where Sayori doesn't do anything bad. But yeah. A Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 12 p.m. Pacific time, or 8 p.m. What's it called? UMT, UST, Universal Standardized Synchronized Time, whatever it's called. But yeah, next Friday I'll be doing Persona 5 Strikers. The game will actually be out this time, and I won't look stupid and have to play a different game instead. And I'll be doing that on Saturday as well. But then on Sunday, I'll be doing the... no, I won't be doing the Amiibo tournament. I'll be doing... Just scroll an inch. Answer my own question. Yeah. It's in the description. Yeah. But next Sunday, I will not be doing the Amiibo tournament because the fighters need to take a break or practice or whatever. I will do some Doki Doki Blue Skies, and then later in the evening, I'll be doing an Among Us collab with some other VTubers, unless that falls through, but here's hoping that it doesn't. So yeah. Thanks again for coming, and you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time on Peeps. But for now, this ferret is out!
Like, comment, and subscribe for more Doki Dokis.